Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
Hi,
Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she...
Welcome to the 2020 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon! This is game number 16, White Wolf of Icicle Creek. I don't know if it's obvious, but this game window is a little bit bigger than previous games. This is 600 by 800, and the previous games were 640 by 480. So Nancy's moving up in the world. She's playing in a much bigger game screen. Whoa! Let's see what today's mystery is. Head to Icicle Creek Lodge, a small guest lodge deep in the Canadian Rockies of Alberta, Canada. Try to figure out why so many accidents have been happening there. Oh boy, it's sabotage. Nancy's solving a sabotage mystery. So the woman who owns the lodge is Chantal Moique, and she's a really, really terrible person. Really, doesn't pay Nancy anything, mostly just insults Nancy, I think. Just a terrible boss. So, this is actually going to be our working boss, Ollie Randall. He's the handyman, he's in charge, and he's got a cowboy hat, because he is a cowboy in the Canadian Rockies. Okay, so it's very cold and snowy, and there's a white wolf. Woo! So, big, scary wolf here in this game. So, should I play this game on junior mode or senior mode? I'm live streaming this game. There are about 200 people in the chat watching me play this game. Oh, Canada, my home and native land. True patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. Senior mode. Everybody picks senior mode, except for 2 people that picked junior mode. So, senior mode it is.
When Chantal told me you were just a young thing, well, I thought she was pulling my leg. But you're not much older than my little girl, Freddie.
Well, if one of the people at the lodge is to blame for all those accidents, Chantal thinks somebody like me has a better chance of figuring out who it is than somebody more, you know, hard-nosed.
Chantal has a bad habit of making up her mind without thinking things clear through. No need for you to tell her I said that, of course.
Is she still in Edmonton?
Afraid so. Insurance company's giving her and her lawyers a real hard time. Left running the lodge up to me. Which is why I'm not real crazy about the idea of having somebody new underfoot. Especially if something else happens.
I won't be underfoot, Mr. Randall. And I may be young, but I'm no novice when it comes to solving mysteries.
We're here, so you'll get to prove yourself soon enough.
Ooh.
You hear that? Well, now, what was that?
It's an explosion!
Was anyone in the bunkhouse when it exploded?
No, ma'am. Everyone here at the lodge is accounted for.
That's where Elsa and Becky had been living. Guess it was a good thing they quit after all. Elsa was my maid and Becky was my cook. Does the sheriff have any idea why the bunkhouse exploded?
He said he'd know more after the lab was done running tests on the debris he'd collected. He did say the blast was pretty powerful.
One of his deputies found the knob to the back door clear out on the highway.
Oh, that does it. Nancy, you have to find out who or what is behind these incidents, and you have to do it fast.
You sure you don't want to give your daddy a call?
My dad runs a whole chain of resorts, Ollie. If you think I'm going to admit to him that I can't handle running just one, guess again. Besides, Nancy comes highly recommended, and I'm sure she's got a foolproof plan for getting to the bottom of this. Don't you, Nancy?
Well, I was thinking that maybe I'd just be your new maid.
You want to be my maid?
That would give me access to everyone's room, and I could question people without making them overly suspicious.
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent idea. All right, you're my new maid. In fact, you're my new cook, too.
Your cook?
Well, that way, Ollie can stop pretending he can even read a recipe, let alone follow one. You'll have even more excuses to talk to the guests, and I won't have to pay anyone.
Why, I think that's a fine idea, ma'am.
Now, we're not taking any more guests until this accident thing is cleared up. So I want both of you to make sure that the 4 guests we have are well taken care of. Especially that Olympic-caliber cross-country skier from Fredonia, Yanni Volstaya. The flair he brings to the lodge is just what I need to attract the European jet-setting crowd.
I'm gonna be pretty busy trying to get rid of that wolf, Chantal.
We heard it howl last night, just before the bunkhouse blew up.
Well, do whatever you have to, Ollie. Oh, and Nancy, I want you to call this police detective I've hired as a consultant. I put his number on the phone there at the lodge. In fact, I think you know him. Tino Balducci? I gotta go. My lawyer's here. Good luck, you guys, and keep me posted. Coming!
Tino Balducci.
Oh, not him.
I'll get you a master key and leave it in your room. If you need anything else, I'll be in the basement.
There's so much to talk about. Nancy's brilliant idea is to be a maid. Yeah, I guess that means the culprit won't find you suspicious, Nancy. But you're going to be spending most of your time doing chores and cooking and cleaning. And you should be spending that time investigating, right? I feel like being a maid, it's not a good payoff. The not being suspicious and not having any free time. I don't think that's a good trade-off. No. And Chantal's like, whoa, you're gonna be my maid? Great, you're gonna be my free cook, too. Ugh.
This must be the key Ollie said he'd leave for me. And this must be a list of which guest is in what room.
Yeah,
That'll come in
Nancy
handy.
does everyone else's chores. And guess who's getting paid? Tino Balducci. Oh yeah, Chantal meant it when she said she hired Tino to do the work. She did not hire Nancy. Nancy's not getting paid.
Pond maintenance. Oh, looks like I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything while I'm here. Report all avalanches to the Avalanche Patrol.
Also, we have some Canadians here in the chat telling me that they actually changed the lyrics to the Canadian anthem, so the version I sang earlier is not the official version. But to be fair, the official version of the anthem is also sung in French, and I don't know French, so I can't sing the French parts. I only know the English parts. Sorry. I only know it because of hockey games. They sing the Canadian anthem when a Canadian team comes to play here in the United States. It's our way of honoring them and their country, because we're friends with Canada. We solve their mysteries, they throw snowballs at us. It's a great working relationship. Chantal, this is my formal notice of resignation. While I've enjoyed being in service with you and the staff of Icicle Creek Lodge, I no longer feel safe with all these accidents going on. I put a claim to my insurance company for the damage I sustained to my tires by the wolf. Call me if you expect any delay with the check. Elsa Sibelhoff. Okay. Everybody's saying it's okay. The Canadians are saying it's okay. Everybody sings the original version anyway. They don't want to be bothered to memorize new lyrics.
Looks like Elsa was having major boyfriend problems.
Memorizing new lyrics is difficult. I totally get it. But the French version was the original, so it was the first one. So that's the original version of the anthem. And I need to actually read these notes. Okay, so Elsa was having major boyfriend problems. Her boyfriend, L, was very mad at her. I'm going to pretend her boyfriend is H. She was dating Hans, and Hans was just a terrible guy. He wasn't actually dating her because he liked her. He was just trying to inherit all of her money. Yeah, mean old Hans. Okay, so I have to get everybody's laundry. Fortunately, there are only 4 rooms. Oh, every single one of them needs cleaning. Oh, well, that's great then, isn't it? And we can explore these rooms a little bit. This belongs to the art student guy. Call of the Wild by Jack London. And he has snowshoes. Cool. And I believe his... Oh, okay, here's his art stuff. Arty art stuff. Yep, here we go. And that's locked. Darn. Okay, so you need to make everybody's bed and grab their washcloths. Oh, and you need to notice which side of the bed everybody gets up on. That's the second part of this maid challenge. Third part. This is very difficult. Nancy does so much work. This belongs to Yanni Volkstaya, the speed skier. Let's see. Winter Sports Monthly. Skiter Nation. Crazy Ivan. Okay. So, the World Championship ski resort might be held here. Ooh. So that's why Yanni's here. He thinks it might be held here. He's getting a leg up on the competition by scoping out the area. Oh, I didn't mean to look at that. That's going to be a puzzle as well. And Guadalupe's got a book on Yanni. Look at him. He's so angry. Fredonia. Yeah, so nobody's friends with Fredonia. That's the country nobody wants to be friends with. The Fredonian army taught him a lot of shooting stuff, rifle shooting. So he skis, he shoots his rifle because he's in the army. Look at his rifle. Oh, wow. Dangerous guy. Some people believe he studies his competitors in order to eliminate them. He uses psychological stuff to screw around with people's minds. So yeah, that's why nobody likes Fredonia. Their skiers are so crazy mean. We much prefer Jacques Brunet, the handsome French ski instructor. Oh, hey, he made his bed. Wow, that was really nice of him. Good job, Bill Kessler. And he studies engineering. He's an engineer. So, Yanni, you can get through the entire game without talking to Yanni or Guadalupe. It's both of these characters. Guadalupe and Yanni. You can actually get through the game without talking to either one of them. It's kind of funny. It's like you can just ignore two of the suspects. And you can't go outside because it's cold.
I'm only supposed to use this door if it's an emergency.
So, I now have
this must
done
be
all
where
my
I drop the
laundry.
laundry bag after I'm done cleaning all the rooms.
Okay, so that's the first of my maid duties. Maid duty number 2 is to cook breakfast.
I'm staying out of there until I have to fix a meal.
No, you do not have to talk to Lupe in order to beat the game. Although it's slightly faster. It's faster if you do talk to Lupe. But you can get out of the game without talking to her. Hey, there's Yanni. There's Yanni, and there's Yanni's butt.
Oh, no.
Are you Yanni Volkstaya?
Forgive my disgust, but I do not like being lied to. Chantal said there would be no more guests to make noise at all hours and disturb my training. Yet what stands before me? A new guest.
No, I'm not a guest. I'm Nancy Drew, the new maid, and the new cook.
Forgive me. Allow me to start over. I am Yanni Volkstaya. I am here to train for the Eastern European Cross-Country Championship. I spend my days doing interval work, drills, and isometric exercises. I follow a strict program, one painstakingly designed by a team of the best coaches in Fredonia. In fact, under no circumstances are you to use your key to let anyone into my room. My competitors are constantly spying on me, trying to steal my techniques.
You think someone's spying on you way out here?
One can never be too careful, so know this. If anything is missing or so much as out of place in my room, you can expect a visit from me. And it will not be a pleasant one.
Okay, so he starts talking to you by getting angry at you, and then he introduces himself, and then he threatens you. Nice guy.
Have you ever seen the wolf while you were out training?
No, for which I'm very grateful. In my country, in Fredonia, it is said that the gaze of the wolf will make you go blind.
Really?
They are creatures of infinite evil. And that is all I am going to say on the matter.
I hear that a major cross-country skiing competition may be held in this area in a couple of years.
This is very true. It will rival the Olympics.
I also hear that you can be pretty imaginative when it comes to gaining an edge on your competition.
My competitors will stop at nothing to defeat me. I am forced to seek out and exploit every possible advantage open to me. I take no pride in some of the things I've done to bring victory to my country, but I have no choice.
Yeah, so he admits he's already done terrible things in order to win. That's kind of crazy.
That's all for now.
Kavichinaya.
So how old is he? I don't know. I would guess he's like 20s, 30s, probably early 30s. Could be late 30s. Could be. It's rare to see like Olympic quality athletes in their 40s though. Generally 40 seems to be the upper age limit for people in the Olympics. And they have a
So
sauna.
invigorating.
Very nice sauna indeed. Okay, so here's Ollie.
Need something?
You look busy. What are you making?
I'm building something that's gonna solve all our problems. A wolf trap. One that'll finish off that thing out there once and for all.
You think the wolf is causing the accidents?
Not a doubt in my mind. Everything was A-OK till it showed up and started howling. It's bad luck, and something's protecting it. Something unnatural.
Yeah, he does have a deep voice, which indicates that he's a little bit older. So yeah, maybe 35, 36. He clearly works out all the time, though, so he's in great shape.
Why do you say that?
Yesterday I went looking for it. I tracked it and finally found it, sitting across the creek, not 20 yards away from me, just staring at me. So I raised my rifle, drew a bead, and fired. Easiest shot I've ever taken in my life. And I missed. So I fired again, and I missed, and then I missed again, and all the while it just sat there staring until finally it just stood up, walked toward the brush just as calm as could be, and disappeared. Wild animals just don't act like that, and I just don't miss like that. There's something real weird about that wolf, and I ain't gonna rest till I get rid of it. So maybe we should just find something else to job out. You met my little girl yet?
No, but you mentioned that her name is Freddie?
Yep. Spends most of her time outside. She built herself a little snow fort. Just sits out there waiting for somebody to go by so she can pick a snowball fight with them. I keep asking her how she manages to stay warm all day, but she won't tell me. Says she's got a secret weapon. Yeah, she's something.
Aw, he's just a proud daddy who loves his daughter. Also leaves his daughter outside in the snow all day to freeze to death. That's not a good idea, Ollie.
Does your wife, Freddie's mom, does she live here too?
Does she?
In the summer she does, but in the winter she goes south. See, she's got this nerve condition that makes her real sensitive to cold. Freddie'd like to go with her, but until Chantal stops putting off giving me that raise she promised me, sending Freddie south too is out of the question.
How long have you worked for Chantal?
About 1.5 years. I was her first hire, best hire too. I could run this place single-handed if I had to, just like I'm doing now.
Well, you're not running it single-handedly if you're really willing to have me be your maid and your cook.
The first time I talked to Chantal, she mentioned you used to be a rancher. Do you miss ranching?
Yeah, a little. Tough life, though. Owned my own spread about 15 years ago. Well, bank owned most of it. And after 2 bad winters and 1 bone-dry summer, the bank owned all of it. But I've learned a whole lot since then. I could make it work now. Just need to find the right property, get my hands on enough cash to make a down payment, that's all.
Can you tell me more about the accidents that have been happening around here?
Nope, sure can.
What?
But I kinda need to know.
Chantal and those lawyers of hers said I couldn't talk about them. Supposed to direct all questions to her. Sorry.
I'd better get back upstairs.
See you later.
See you later, cowboy. Yep, okay. So, we're gonna go back upstairs. Let's see, some of these pictures are missing. Trapper Dan's needle.
Young and old alike have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge throughout its 100-year history. Looks like some of the pictures are missing. Bone which Trapper Dan found near the lodge. He believed it came from a race of giants known as Rexes. The bone's not there. Wonder what happened to it. Snowshoes owned and used by Trapper Dan in early 1900s.
Cool, so we're just checking out the scenery and stuff. We can't open that until we know what the code is. And let's meet some of the guests. Oh, and over here, this is a nice fire. But yes, we've got food poisoning, wolf plague. Those are the problems. You know, somebody got food poisoning. We saw tires were slashed on that one person's car. That's not good. Ski industry is going downhill. And this man was attacked by a wolverine. Okay, here are the two guests. Hello.
Well, hello there. You must be the new maid Ollie told us about. I'm Bill Kessler. This guy's Lou Talbot.
Hey.
What's your name again?
Nancy Drew. Just thought I'd come over and say hello.
Well, Lou here's a grad student. Art major of all things. You're probably gonna need a jackhammer and some hydrochloric acid to clean his room, eh?
Yeah, he's really dirty, eh?
Have you two been at the lodge for a while?
About a week, I guess. I checked in right after he did. We sat down after breakfast one morning and discovered that this fox and geese game is pretty darn fun. I've been whipping his tail ever since.
Is this the first time you've been to the lodge?
Yep, sure is. I came for the ice fishing. Of course, knowing there's a renegade wolf running around is kinda dampened my enthusiasm.
What about all the accidents that have been happening around here?
Bad luck, that's all. No, the only thing that bothers me about this place is the wolf. They should get rid of it, and the sooner the better. They didn't put up with wolves prowling around this place 40 years ago, and they shouldn't put up with them now.
What are you, Little Red Riding Hood? That wolf's not hurting anybody. People should just leave it alone.
You'll be singing a different tune when it has some little kid for breakfast, then has you for lunch.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Trust me, if something bad can happen, chances are it eventually will, dude.
Dude.
Hey, I know what you can do. Shovel the snow off the skating pond so we can do some speed skating. Lou here thinks he's faster than me.
You're like ancient. Of course I'm faster than you.
You may have youth on your side, my friend, but I've been working construction since before you were born, which means I am more fit now than you will ever be. Get that pond shoveled so we can settle this, okay, kiddo?
Consider it done.
Yeah, so they're going to have some chores for us to do, and that's going to be the first major part of the game. It's just doing all Bill's chores. So let's see, we need to go to the Icicle Pond, which was here. Ice skating pond. Okay, so this puzzle is Minesweeper, unless I'm mistaken.
Guess I better get this pond shoveled off.
It totally is Minesweeper. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, if you see this 0, that means anything that's that color of blue. It means there are 0 holes in the 8 squares surrounding it. So it really helps to start with the things that are light blue, because all the things around them are empty. So I'm just going to do that here to start with all the light blues. Just everywhere around the light blue is safe. Oh wow, getting all sorts of light blues everywhere. This is great. Making this puzzle easier for me. Yes. Almost done. Okay, so that's all the areas with the light blues. So now, this has 1 hole near it. That little darker blue. So obviously the one goes here, right? So that means that would account for those 3 being next to 1. This is a 2, so there are 2 holes next to it. Well, hole number 1, hole number 2. That's the only way that works. So this one has 2 holes next to it. So see how this has 2 holes next to it? We've already got those 2 holes accounted for, so therefore there's no hole down there. That's how that math works. Let's see. So this has to be a 1, and that has to be a 1, and then that has to be a 1, and then that means these corner things are all clear. That's the only way we can get that to work. Okay, so if this is a 2, that's clean. This is a 2, that means this is a hole. Sorry if I'm going through the logic somewhat quickly. No, that has to be a hole there, which means this one's clean. Got it. Okay, so now for this area. You see how this is a 1 and there's only 1 spot next to it? That's where you're going to have to put a, place one of those emergency cones there because you know there's a hole in that spot. Oh, I found some light blues. Nice. Great. So this was a 3. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. So this is a 2, which means there's a hole next to it, which means this one's clean. And if this is a 3, so 1, no. It means it has to go like that for it to be a 3. So if this is a 2, that's clean. And if that's a 1, I think I messed up somewhere. Yeah, so for that to be a 1, this has to be filled. Which means that one's empty. And then these ones are all clean. No, I'm not sure if I messed up yet. I haven't made any mistakes. I haven't made any mistakes here. The sound effects for this puzzle do get annoying after a while. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Oh, see, there's that extra crack I missed. Okay. So that one goes up there. There we go. Ooh, this is a 4. Ooh, it's surrounded by 4 cracks. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, so this is 1, which means that's clear. In order for this to be a 2, that means there's a hole right next to it. In order for this to be a 2, there must be a hole right next to it. And then this is a 3, so in order for that to be a 3, there has to be a hole right next to it. That's just a row of holes. Oh my gosh. So this was a 2. And we're already finished with those near it, so that's good. Let's see. This is a 1, so all around it are done. Oh, there's a light blue. Good, good. More light blues helping me out, clearing the board. Okay, so now we've only got a few more left to put in place. So let's see, this one was a 3, right? And we've already got the 3 next to it, so that's clear. This is a 2, so that's clear. Okay, these are both 1s, so the 1 hole next to it has to be there. This is a 2, so actually there's a hole there too. Because that's a 2, that means there's a hole here. Only 5 more to find. Well, I mean, this has to be a hole, right? Because we've got all sorts of things around it saying, hey, there's a hole here. Let's see. So this was a 4, right? So 1, 2, 3. And then last hole there. Done.
That ought to do it. Wait a second. Those look like wolf tracks. Maybe I should find out where they go.
And the people in the chat are talking about cats. Cats are cool. I don't have a cat myself. So Nancy finds wolf tracks which lead over here.
That must be Trapper Dan's needle. What's this doing here? Strange. It's halfway in and halfway out. This thing must open up somehow.
So we need to find a way to open up that area. And we're going to follow the wolf tracks over here. Oh yeah, opening up Trapper Dan's needle is going to be like the last puzzle of the game. One of the last puzzles of the game. Very, very complicated puzzle. So here we go, Chicken Ridge. It sort of looks like a chicken, I guess. Those look like chicken hands. Yeah, chicken feet, chicken feet. Chickens don't have hands. Right. Explosion?
Sounded like an explosion. What's that noise?
And Nancy gets trapped in an avalanche.
I'm buried in snow. I've got to dig myself out before I run out of air. I'll never make it. I can barely breathe. Someone's up there. Help! I'm down here, right under you. Can you hear me? Help! I can't breathe! Heard me. Thank goodness. Easy. It's okay. I'm not real happy about the situation either.
And there's the wolf. So the wolf
It's
actually
gone,
helped
but
Nancy.
thanks to that hole it dug, I can breathe again. Now if I can just pull myself out.
What a nice, helpful wolf, saving Nancy. So Nancy did not die in the
No more
avalanche.
avalanches for me, thank you very much.
She was saved by the white wolf of Icicle Creek. Woohoo! Yeah, so there are two ways to get into the needle. Oh, wait, let's check out this first. What? Was this the explosion? It was behind
This must
Nancy.
have been made by the explosion I heard.
Somebody just blew up
A
stuff.
fossil. Cool.
I mean, there's a fossil. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so somebody just blew up that thing, made a fossil area. Oh, and there's ski tracks. So let's see. Trapper Dan's Needle. So there are two ways to get in there. Way number one, you have the key. You have the key. The culprit has the key, unfortunately. Nancy does not. So Nancy has to find the really complicated way to get inside. The instructions are listed inside a notebook, which she'll get later. It's a really long, complicated, like, 10-step puzzle. Great, so we cleared off the pond.
I feel warmer already.
That means our friend Bill can go ice skating. Ugh, creepy glowing eye thing. Ugh, creepy. There's Guadalupe. Should we talk to Guadalupe or not? Like I said, you can beat the game without ever talking to her or Yanni. So I'll let you people in the live stream decide if we should talk to her or not.
Hey, excellent job on the snow shoveling, eh? We had ourselves one fine time out there because of you, especially Lou here.
I beat him 5 times.
By the slimmest of margins. What's up, kiddo?
I am wondering why Nancy doesn't take the fossil. That is a good question. Nancy just leaves the fossil there. That's a super cool thing. You should take it home for a souvenir. That's probably illegal, though.
Are you by any chance related to Rolf Kessler, the guy who used to build carousels around the turn of the last century?
No idea.
Well, I'll let you get back to beating Lou.
Glad you dropped by.
What's up?
So you go to school in California?
Yep. University of California at Brea.
Is this your winter break?
Yeah, I just figured I needed a change of scenery.
Yeah, I go to college, but I just decided I'm not going to college this month. Yeah, that won't cause any problems for me down the road.
What do you think about all the weird things that have been happening around here?
I think they're kind of cool. Accidents make life colorful, you know?
You wouldn't be saying that if you were the one who'd slipped on those ice-covered stairs or eaten that bad potato salad or had those 4 flat tires.
Hey, I had that broken window.
Broken window?
I went snowshoeing on like the 3rd day I was here, and when I got back, the window in my room was broken. Glass was all over the place.
Was anything missing from your room?
Nah, it wasn't a burglary. It was like the window just decided to break. I mean, there was no rock on the floor, no bullet, no nothing.
It was the wolf. Tried to jump up into your room, but didn't quite make it.
That's bogus, dude. My room's on the second floor, and besides, wolves don't do stuff like that.
Hey, that wolf does a lot of stuff wolves aren't supposed to do. That's why it needs to be hunted down.
It's just doing its thing, man. Get off its case. Anyway, my window broke and nobody knows why.
So it looks
Pretty
like
awesome, huh?
it looks like people have voted no, don't talk to Lupe. The ratio was about 60% to 40%. So there are a fair amount of people that said yes, talk to her, but more people said no. Poor Guadalupe.
Do you ever see anyone else when you're out there snowshoeing?
I see that Yanni guy sometimes. I'll be plodding along and he'll go zooming by. Those skis of his are like rockets, man. He's all like zippy zoom.
Zippy zoom, zip zip, zoomy, zoomy, zip zip, zoom.
Do you ever hear explosions?
Yeah, and they freak me out. It doesn't take a very big sound to trigger an avalanche. And when you're out there by yourself, nothing will ruin your day faster than a couple of tons of snow roaring your way at 100 miles an hour.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I almost died. Thank you.
What inspired you to become an art major?
Dirt.
Dirt.
You were inspired by dirt?
I create works of art by manipulating naturally occurring geophysical substances like dirt. Sometimes I just use my hands, but most of the time heavy machinery is involved.
Oh, brother.
Nobody understands my art. But that's cool. To be great is to be misunderstood. FYI, Ralph Waldo Emerson said that.
I'm not sure I would let this guy operate heavy machinery. That doesn't seem like a good idea. So, first time at the lodge?
Is this your first time at the lodge?
Yep. My car broke down on my way to Lake Louise last summer. Pulled in here to wait for the tow truck and figured it'd be a cool place to visit during the winter, so here I am.
So, you like to snowshoe?
I like doing stuff outside. Snowshoeing's about all I can afford.
Think you could teach me sometime?
You don't learn how to snowshoe. If you need to get through snow that's too deep to walk through, you slap on some snowshoes and you just do it.
Well, good luck with the game.
Been real.
Okay, so thank you, Harry Potter. I can call him Harry Potter because he looks like Harry Potter. And we need to call the Avalanche people. Where's the Avalanche Patrol? Is that even listed in my list of phone numbers? Avalanche Patrol, so 555-2006.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge, but I wanted to report an avalanche at Chicken Ridge.
Anyone injured or trapped?
Not anymore.
We'll check it out. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, wait a minute. You know Ollie Randall?
The handyman here at the lodge?
He's also on the patrol. Do me a favor and tell him that the explosives training in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Explosives training?
Sometimes the patrol has to use explosives to bring down unstable snow. Yearly training sessions are mandatory. Ollie'll know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell him.
Appreciate it.
One more thing. Have any of you guys been setting off explosives anywhere near the Icicle Creek Lodge recently?
Nope, sure haven't.
Well, thanks. Bye.
So Ollie knows how to use explosives, huh? Interesting information. So we have to tell him the message from the Avalanche Patrol.
Nancy, I am glad to see you.
I am not disturbing your routine?
You must listen. I was outside skiing very fast, as usual, and suddenly, boom! Snow, dirt, rocks, everything went flying into the air right in front of me. There is a mad bomber on the loose.
I love how it's like, I'm worried. Oh, by the way, I'm very, very good at skiing. And then boom! Like he takes a moment from his fear to brag about how great he is. I find that humorous.
You think it was a bomb?
Of course it was a bomb. My competitors bombed the bunkhouse thinking I would be so frightened that I would abandon my training and leave. Only I wasn't frightened. So now they are trying to bomb me.
Do you think they're responsible for all the accidents that have been happening around here as well?
My competitors and the governments behind them, they are as desperate as they are ruthless. They are capable of anything. They can operate anywhere in the world, under all conditions. It would not surprise me if someone right here in the lodge is right now under their employ. But to them, I say, "Pah!" They do not scare me. I am the best cross-country skier in the world. I will neutralize their petty threats with my excellent strength, skill, and speed. I am sorry. Enough about my problems. Did you want something?
Ever see Lou Talbot when you're out there training?
The college student? Just yesterday I had to slow down to avoid colliding with him. It ruined my whole session.
I've disturbed you long enough.
It has been a pleasure.
I'm not sure the lodge does have enough room for Yanni's ego.
What you need?
The Avalanche Patrol asked me to tell you that the explosives training session in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Well, hallelujah. I didn't really want to go anywhere until I finished off that wolf. Now I won't have to.
I think you were right about the wolf not being normal.
Course I'm right. Dang, I just remembered. Patrol wants me to keep an eye on Skookum Ridge for the next couple of weeks. Here. There's the key to the snowmobile. Take it out to Skookum Ridge and see if there's been an avalanche.
You want me to check it out?
Seat it so you don't have to worry about the cold. Make sure you call the patrol and give them a report when you're done. You can handle that, can't you?
But I've never driven a snowmobile before.
It ain't rocket science.
It's really, really difficult, and I don't want to crash. Oh, okay.
2 more things. That Bill Kessler guy's getting bored being the only one around here doing any ice fishing. He wants competition. So if he says anything to you, just remember that Chantal wants you to keep the guests we got happy. Other thing is, a cold snap's on its way. You think it's cold now? Just wait. Gotta be real careful anytime you're outside. So, we done here?
Nope.
Have you ever seen Trapper Dan's needle?
Course.
Do you know if there's a way to get into it?
Don't know, don't really care. Maybe something in that display up in the lobby will tell you what you want to know.
I'd better get back upstairs.
See you later.
Later, Gator. Okay, so that's gonna be our next chore. 2 chores, really. We need to go to Skookum Ridge, and we need to do ice fishing with Bill, who is not here right now. Ooh, I bet it's lunchtime. Let's cook some lunch. Okay, so we need to cook lunch. We don't want to burn this place down. Ooh, cheeseburger. 2 cheese. Okay. How do I do a cheeseburger? Oh, okay, here we go. 2 cheeseburger. Let's just make 4 cheeseburgers. Just cook them here and put them on these patties. I imagine these are the buns, right? The cheeseburgers. We also have paprika. We can put paprika on the burgers if we want. So 2 cheese, 1 lettuce, 1 pickle. 2 cheese, 1 lettuce, 1 pickle. Then a tomato, mustard, and ketchup. Tomato, mustard. Oh no, that's ketchup mustard. Hopefully that won't be rejected. And some paprika. Yummy!
Order up.
Good, and Lou wants a quesadilla, so let's make a quesadilla. I think you make a quesadilla like that. Does anybody else want a quesadilla? Okay, Freddy wants a quesadilla. Bill wants a quesadilla. And then Guadalupe wants a quesadilla. Okay, we're making quesadillas everywhere. Let's just make a bunch of quesadillas. Oh, wow. They cook super fast. And that one's burnt. Okay.
Order up.
In real life, quesadillas do not cook like in half a second. That's not true.
Order up.
Okay, so you want 2 cheese, 2 lettuce, and 1 ketchup. And extra paprika for you.
Order up.
So that paprika stuff is for a puzzle later on. Okay, 2 cheese, 2 lettuce, 2 lettuce, 1 pickle. I'm surprised so many people are ordering 2 cheese, because in real life, if you want an extra slice of cheese, ooh, they're gonna charge you a lot of money for an extra slice of cheese. So I never get extra cheese on my cheeseburgers when it costs a large amount of money. So 1 cheese, 1 lettuce. 2 pickles, 2 tomato. No, 2 pickles, 1 tomato. Onion, mustard, and ketchup. It looks like these are just cheese slices, though. I don't know, what do you think? I think it looks like it's the low quality kind of cheese, not like the top of the line expensive cheese. Oh, wow, I just keep burning these quesadillas.
Order up.
Done. Yay. Okay, so I made that, and then Bill might be here. It's probably going to be 1 o'clock when Bill shows up. Okay. Do I wait 5 minutes? You know what? Let's take 5 minutes. Let's just call someone. That should take like 5 minutes, right? Let's call Chantal.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy Drew.
You know who's behind the accident?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
I just started the mystery.
I'd like to know more about the accidents. I asked Ollie, but he said you said he wasn't allowed to talk about them.
I didn't mean he couldn't talk about them with you. Ugh. I'll give him a call. As for the accidents, the first thing that happened was the worst. The Faringdale family and Becky the cook all came down with food poisoning and had to be hospitalized. Somehow, the potato salad got contaminated, although Becky swears it wasn't because of anything she did. I cannot tell you how awful it was. All 5 people became violently ill at roughly the same time. But were they all in the same room? Of course not. They were spread out all over the lodge. Poor Elsa was cleaning for days. And the odor? Oh my gosh. Anyway, then Carl Jenkins slipped on the stairs outside and broke his leg. Then Lou Talbot's window was broken. Then Elsa the maid's tires were slashed. Then the phone wires were cut. And then... oh yeah, and then the Southwaites were almost overcome by fumes when gas started leaking into the sauna.
So, who's suing you?
No one yet. But my lawyers are afraid it's just a matter of time and are trying to figure out what preventative measures to take.
About Tino, I'm not totally comfortable with the idea of consulting with him on this case.
Why not? 2 heads are always better than 1, and I find him to be very knowledgeable and kind of charming.
Okay, number 1, he's not charming. Number 2, he's as dumb as the dirt that Lou likes to play in. Number 3, he almost killed me in game number 13.
Do you know what he did when we were on that train trip Laurie Gerard arranged?
He didn't go into a lot of detail, but he did say that that's all water under the bridge. Besides, I'm paying him, and I want to get my money's worth. So like it or not, you're going to consult with him. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Anything else?
I told you guys that she is paying Tino when she's not paying Nancy. It is so not fair.
Has anyone talked to you about the World Championship cross-country skiing competition that's going to be held somewhere in this area year after next?
That is something I am not at liberty to discuss.
In other words, the answer is yes.
I didn't say that. Why do you ask?
I can't help but wonder if Yanni Volkstaya is here because he knows about the championship too, and he's up to something.
Up to something like what?
Like he's been known to rent or buy all the housing near cross-country events so his competitors have to stay miles away.
What? You mean he could be causing these accidents in order to run me out of business, then buy the lodge on the cheap?
It's a thought.
And a pretty nasty one at that.
Yeah, well, Yanni's a pretty nasty customer.
Did you know that some photos are missing from the display case in the lobby?
Really? Last I looked, they were all there. I think.
The caption for them says something like, "Young and old have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge."
I can't remember what they were pictures of, and I sure don't know why they'd be missing.
That bone Trapper Dan found is missing from its case, too.
First the accidents, now someone's stealing from me? Nancy, you've got to find out what's going on there. If you don't, I'll never be able to convince my dad I'm not a loser. Ever.
I'm not going to make a comment about that. I'm sorry, Chantal. I'm sorry. If you want your dad to think you're not a loser, you should probably stop being such a loser.
Is it true that you promised Ollie a raise, but you haven't given it to him yet?
He told you that? I can't believe it.
Meaning...
Okay, I mentioned to Ollie once that I thought he maybe deserved a raise, and now every time I turn around, he's all like, "Where's the raise you promised me? Where's the raise you promised me?" Doesn't he realize I have a few other things to think about right now? I swear, sometimes that crabby little whiner drives me nuts.
What a crabby little whiner. How dare he want to get paid for doing my job in addition to his? Ugh, what a whiner.
Nothing else to report.
I have to get going too. Bye.
And it's now 1:20. That phone call took 20 minutes in game time. Not in real time, obviously. Okay, is our friend Bill here? He is not, so let's waste some time by doing the chore of getting at Skookum Ridge. So where is that snowmobile? Right here. Ow! Okay, so this is kind of tricky. You want to avoid hitting anything, and you click your mouse to move. So if I stop clicking my mouse, Nancy goes to a complete stop. Oh. Such a silly sound when you hit the snowman. So you just want to go up to the top of the screen where that arrow is pointing. Try not to hit anything. If you hit enough things, Nancy's snowmobile will explode. Got it. Here, Skookum Ridge.
The sign's not buried, so I guess there hasn't been an avalanche.
Woohoo! And now we get to turn around and do that puzzle again. Yeah, snowman. This isn't the worst challenge. It's just kind of difficult. Sometimes you get situations like this. Oh, I did not even touch those trees. Situations like this. It's like, well, there's no really big gap for me to snowmobile around. But going slowly helps. Got it. Woo! Did it. And now we call the snowmobile people. Not the snowmobile people, the Avalanche people. We'll call the Avalanche people.
I feel warmer already.
So it was 55526, 2006.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
Actually, I'm calling on behalf of Ollie Randall. He wanted me to tell you that there hasn't been any avalanche activity out at Skookum Ridge.
I was wondering when we were going to hear from him. Thanks for the report.
No problem.
So yes, that challenge on the Wii version of the game, it's really difficult. It's harder on the Wii version of the game.
Nancy! Hey, got a proposition for you. Ever been ice fishing?
No, but I've always wanted to try it.
Well, you're about to. Here's the deal. I need some competition, so I want you to go out there and try to catch a bigger fish than I caught yesterday, which means you gotta catch a 2-foot northern pike. Now, it's a bit of a hike out to the lake, but the shack is solar heated, so it's nice and warm inside. So what do you say, kiddo? You game?
Anything to make you guests happy.
Atta girl.
I'll let you get back to your nap.
You want to talk? You know where to find me.
So I think, was his accent there when he was talking? Because earlier he's like, ooh. He said about like a boot, but there he's like, oh, you're about to. He said about to rather than about to, right?
Huh? Who goes there?
I think his accent
Nancy
changed
Drew?
a little bit
Nancy
there.
Drew shall not pass
Oh, here we go.
unless and until she proves herself worthy.
Snowball fight.
And how does she do that?
By hitting the Snow Princess 10 times. Snowballs only, no ice balls.
What are ice balls?
Snowballs made of ice. If you get hit with one, it can knock you out. So don't throw any or I'll tell my dad.
You must be Ollie's daughter, Freddie.
I am the Snow Princess. Prepare to defend yourself.
So here's Freddie. Interesting, because earlier on, Ollie said, oh, you're not much older than my little girl, Freddie. I feel like Nancy is much older than Freddie, right?
You have defeated the Snow Princess. You may pass.
Okay, he said a boot too? Cool. Thank you, people who are rewatching. I guess it's later on when he says about.
The face from a clock, it's all melted. Part of the timing device that was used to trigger the bomb that blew up the bunkhouse, maybe?
It was a time bomb, everybody. Yep, and that is definitely, yeah, Freddie. Freddie likes to throw snowballs at you.
I'm starting to get really cold.
It's definitely really cold, but it's nice and warm in here.
Oh my gosh. It looks like someone came in here and just wrecked everything, including the fishing gear. So much for catching a 2-foot northern pike.
Oh dear. Yep, it's all broken.
I can't fish. The tackle's ruined. Left behind by whoever trashed this place, maybe? 202-555-7237. That's a U.S. phone number.
So Freddie was between 8 and 12. Yeah, so that's either part of the bomb, or there just happened to be a clock inside the room. There's a clock inside every single room, so we don't know which one. I believe Nancy can call the sheriff to ask more information about that burnt clock face.
It is really, really cold out here.
It's really cold, so go back inside, Nancy. Luckily, Freddie doesn't make Nancy fight the second time.
Warm again.
Warm again.
Somebody left me a note.
Ooh, where? Oh, wow, I couldn't see that. Nancy, I really like playing snowball fights with you, but I'm afraid you won't want to play with me anymore. If you play with me and win, I'll give you my top secret way I can stay out in the cold for so long. Freddie. Thank you, Freddie. So, ice fishing challenge. We need to talk to Ollie in order to get more ice fishing gear.
Oh, before I forget, Chantal called. Told me I can answer any questions you might have about those accidents after all. Guess she changed her mind.
No, I was the one who changed her mind.
How do you explain what happened to Carl Jenkins, the former guest who slipped on the stairs and broke his leg?
Can't explain it. One minute those stairs were clear and dry, next minute they're slick with ice and he's lying at the bottom of them.
You're positive they were clear and dry?
Yep, chipped every bit of frozen snow off of them myself. You ask me, somebody iced those stairs down on purpose. 'Cause it wasn't nothing I did, no sir. No sir.
No, sir.
Someone went into the ice fishing shack and ruined all of Bill Kessler's equipment.
Probably some animal-loving eco-fanatic who figured it was time to save the fish.
So much for trying to catch a bigger fish than Mr. Kessler.
Say no more. There's my tackle box. It's all yours. Kessler tried to rope me into competing with him, but I can't very well do that when you've got my hook and line now, can I?
No, I don't suppose you can.
What else do you want?
I'd better get back upstairs.
If you need anything, just holler.
All right, holler, 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 y'all. We're gonna holler until the break of dawn. Going snow fishing and stuff.
Stop! You cannot pass until you have proven yourself in battle.
Battle! Ha! Ah! Oh, I missed. Take that.
You win! Incoming!
Woo!
Whenever you're really cold, just squeeze the toasty pack and you'll get a burst of heat. It only works when you're already cold, and you can only use one toasty pack at a time.
So, toasty packs. Those will keep you warm if you're ever outside for too long and it's cold.
It is really, really cold out here.
So now we go ice fishing. Oh man, we need to catch a 2-foot northern pike, and I don't want that. I don't remember which one is a northern pike. Maybe this one? Oh, missed.
Rats, too small.
I guess that's a northern pike. So yeah. So they're sort of bluish? I'm not really seeing any northern pikes. There. Oh, come on.
Wrong again.
Wrong fish. There we go. Here.
There we go. A 2-foot northern pike. No more fishing for me.
Fishing, yeah. Done. Take that, fishing challenge. And, don't look now, but... Ow! Nancy, I told you to duck the snowball, not get hit by the snowball.
Oh my gosh, whoever threw that ice ball at me must have set off an explosion that shattered the ice. And my jacket's gone. No wonder I'm so cold.
Yeah, there's my jacket, or a new jacket. Sorry, not my jacket.
Coat.
It's a different one.
I need to make it to shore by jumping from ice floe to ice floe and put on that coat before I freeze to death.
All right, ice flow. Oh, this is the worst puzzle. So it's basically jump around randomly, and ice flows will appear, and then sometimes they won't. Sometimes they appear, sometimes they disappear. I don't know the logic behind this puzzle. I think it's just jump around randomly until you get it right. And I'm really wanting one to appear in the upper right area so I can jump there and get the coat. Yeah, that culprit is really good at aiming. Really, really, really good at aiming. Defeated Nancy with almost no problems whatsoever. And notice, I'm not getting anything to appear in the upper right. I'm getting everything to disappear in the upper right, and I'm dead.
I'm getting sleepy.
Like, this is more of a guessing game than an actual puzzle, yeah. So there, when I jumped up, you'll notice it made a thing appear down there. So I just need a piece to appear in the upper right corner. And then I need that piece not to disappear. But now I'm just having mostly pieces disappear and not really having any pieces appear. If someone can discern the logic behind this puzzle, that would be great. Because it seems to me like they're just appearing and disappearing randomly. And there's no way for me to reach the upper right-hand corner still. We're still missing a piece in the upper right corner. And I'm dead.
All I want to do is lie down.
All I want to do is lie down. Just lie down. Yeah, huh? At least the one in Nancy Drew Creature of Copper Cave followed some sort of, like, logical rule. This one just seems to be totally random. Like, I can't even get close to the upper right corner now. Oh, there we go. But I can't reach that piece in the upper right corner. There's still nothing touching it, nothing connecting it. Come on. Please, please, please. Nope.
All I want to do is lie down.
Come on, upper right corner. Show up, please. No, okay. So now I need 2 to reach the upper right corner now. Oh, there we go. There's 1. Oh, got it. Okay, please don't go away. Please don't go away. Got it.
I don't know whose this is or why that wolf left it here, but at least now I won't freeze to death. Ah, warm again. There's a note in one of the pockets.
This is a puzzle. That's a puzzle.
Since I can't go back the way I came, maybe these tracks will lead me to shelter.
Yeah, it's for a house we'll see later on. I wonder whose coat it is. It must be the man who used to live in that house. Yeah. We'll meet him later. Well, we won't meet him, but we'll learn about him. We'll read his journal.
Avalanche Ridge. Ugh, not exactly reassuring. The snow's so deep, I'm sinking up to my knees. If I want to follow those tracks, I'm gonna need some snowshoes.
Yep, so we want to follow those tracks, but we need snowshoes first. That's going to be our next major challenge, getting snowshoes so we can walk here.
Probably Yanni's. I bet if I follow them, I'll wind up back at the lodge. If I don't get warm soon, I may not make it.
So someone's saying the logic of that puzzle is if you move horizontally, then that makes flows appear in that row, but if you move vertically, that makes flows appear in that column. But whether they appear or disappear is totally random.
Ah, warm again.
I guess that could be the logic. It's still a very confusing puzzle, I would have to say. Very, very confusing. So let's tell Bill we are finished with his stuff.
Nancy, hi! What the heck happened out there?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I walked out to Icicle Lake to see how you were doing in the fishing shack, only there wasn't any fishing shack. There wasn't even a lake. The ice was all busted up like somebody dropped a bomb on it.
All I know is after I caught that 2-foot northern pike, I walked outside and someone knocked me unconscious with an ice ball. The next thing I knew, there was an explosion and I was on an ice floe in the middle of the lake with no coat and no fish.
Somebody decked you with an ice ball and blew up the lake? Holy moly!
Probably you. Couldn't stand the thought of losing to a girl.
Har har. The good news is you're okay. The bad news? No more ice fishing.
I'll see you two later, okay?
Drop by anytime.
Yeah, I'm not heartbroken over the lack of ice fishing. I'm not even kind of heartbroken over that. I guess we can make dinner.
I'm staying out of there until I have to fix a meal.
Forget that, I'm not making any dinner. Yeah, why would I make dinner? Dinner's for losers. Okay, so what we need to do is get snowshoes from here, but it's locked. So we need to ask Chantal about it, and she's going to tell us to ask our good friend Tino Balducci. Yay. So first, we ask Chantal.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
So, have you cracked the case, as Tino likes to say?
Still working on it.
Oh.
I think I'm onto something, but I desperately need snowshoes. Could you give me the combination to the lock on the display case so I could use the ones in there?
I could if I could remember it.
You didn't write it down?
Of course I did. It'll just take me a while to remember where I wrote it down. But I'm not even going to try to remember it until you do all the things you're supposed to do there at the lodge. All I can think about right now is keeping that place going.
I better get back to work.
Answers, Nancy. I need answers.
So unless I'm mistaken, she did not tell us to call Tino Balducci. Well, let's call Tino. See what Tino has to say. Yeah, it's Tino's survey. It's crazy.
Hey, Nancy! I was wondering when your number there was gonna show up on caller ID. This is Tino Balducci. Remember me? From that last train to Blue Moon Canyon we went on? Yeah, I'm the one who helped you find that long-lost treasure.
I'm not sure helped is the right word, Mr. Balducci.
Please, call me Tino.
In fact, Tino, I'm a little surprised you're still in law enforcement, considering some of the unethical, if not illegal, stunts you pulled back then.
Hey, that's all behind me. Ancient history. Water under the bridge. So, looks like we're gonna be working together on this sabotage thing, huh?
Looks like.
Well, you'll be happy to know that I'm working on something that'll pretty much crack this case wide open. But in the meantime, what can I do you for?
I'm curious, how do you know Chantal?
Friend of a friend heard about all the problems she was having up there and immediately figured she could use my crime-solving expertise. So I gave her a call, we had lunch, we hit it off, and bingo. I got myself a new client.
How many clients do you have?
I have enough. I mean, you know, you go spreading yourself too thin in this business, and the next thing you know, crime out the wazoo.
I think that'll do it.
Don't be a stranger.
So what did Tino do in White Wolf of Icicle Creek? Mostly he was just a jerk. Mostly. Mostly. He tried, I mean, I don't want to give spoilers for what happened. So can we still lose snowshoes?
I'll just borrow these for an hour or two. I'm sure Mr. Talbot won't mind.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't mind.
Yo, Nancy the maid. Sup? What are you doing with my snowshoes?
These? Oh, I was just cleaning them.
Sweet. But I thought I'd go for a little trek. Can I have them?
Oh, yeah, sure. And then I'll just finish cleaning your room. Have fun.
Oh, we got B-U-S-T-E-D busted. 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 So we have this note here from Bill. It's all totally unfair, and I'm sick of putting up with things that aren't fair. It's his fault, it's her fault, their fault I don't have what's rightfully mine. These are thieves, and it's an insult to have what they have stole from us waved or ruined in my face. I could throttle him both. Okay, that's not his accent. Anyway, I want justice, and that's what I've been denied. So I really want some justice, okay? Just a little bit of justice is all I need.
I'm not going outside now. It's too cold.
It's too cold to go outside, eh? Okay, so we can try to get the Easter egg here. Let's see if we can do it. Nancy got busted trying to steal the snowshoes. Nancy. I don't think he knew Nancy was trying to rob him.
I wonder who Felicity was.
who Felicity was. What?
€100? Are you food?
What? She's saying random things. So one of the random things she says is a little phone call jingle. Could be dinner time soon. I imagine it's like 6 o'clock is dinner time.
Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope.
Oh yeah, Felicity from No. The Curse of Blackmore Manor. Lulu says, Felicity, the door, the door. Aha. Come on, Nancy, you know you want to do it. This is kind of awkward with you not without her.
Lulu and cake.
It's kind of awkward just going to the bathroom over and over again.
I see devil, villain, venom, my foot. Fight the power.
Nancy's just saying random things from previous games, I see.
I see you. I can't believe I fell for that.
Game number 3. I see you. Okay, I'll try once more and then that'll be it. That'll be it. Okay, that was it. So what Nancy does is she says, call 1555 Mystico and prepare to be amazed. Let's see if it works if I just call 1555 Mystico without hearing Nancy sing. Nope, looks like we do have to hear Nancy sing before we can get that. Okay, well, we'll try for that Easter egg a little bit later. Now I bet I can do some cooking. And really what I want to do is go outside too. Okay, cooking time. 1 salmon, 1 salad. Oh. So many people are gonna want salmon. Oh, you want 2 salmon there. Okay, a salad with 2 egg. How do I salad? I think that's salad. 2 eggs. 1 yellow pepper, 2 spinach. It's a big salad. 2 anchovies and 3 carrots. 1, 2, 3. And 1 cucumber and 1 crouton. We'll put paprika on everybody's salad.
Order up.
Okay, and this 1 egg, 2 yellow peppers, 1 tomato. Cooking's not bad, it's just a little tedious. 1 spinach, 2 anchovies, 2 carrots, 2 cucumbers, 2 croutons. 2. It was 1 crouton, right? 1 crouton.
Order up.
Woo! Okay, 2 salmon, 3 egg, 3 pepper. Jeez. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 tomato, 2 spinach. 2 carrots and then 2 cucumbers. and 2 salmon. Salmon for this person as well.
Order up.
Everybody else is probably going to want a salad, so let's give them salad with paprika. Everybody's so picky about their salads. Yes, they are very, very picky. 1 egg, 2 yellow pepper. 1 tomato, 3 spinach. 2 anchovy, 1 carrot. 4 cucumbers and 3 croutons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a mess of croutons. There you go, Freddy.
Order up.
1 salmon and 1 salad, so 2 egg, 2 yellow pepper. One tomato, 1 spinach. One carrot, 2 cucumber. How many croutons? 3 croutons.
Order up. Woohoo!
So this salad, egg, 1, 3, 2, 3. I guess you could memorize it like that. 1, 3, 2, 3. And then it's going to be 1, 2, 4. Guess it's slightly faster to do it that way.
Oh, and by the way, don't go adding paprika to Lou Talbot's food anymore. He hates paprika.
He just hates paprika. Alrighty, so. Let's see, no one here to talk to because it's late at night. Let's talk to Ollie and maybe Yanni. Let's talk to Ollie first.
You check out Skookum Ridge.
Yep. No avalanche. There's your snowmobile key.
You make a report to the Avalanche Patrol.
Sure did.
What else do you want?
I'd better get back upstairs.
If you need anything, just holler.
Yeah, 4 things of croutons seems very excessive.
I'm glad for the chance to talk once again. There is something I must explain.
There is?
What I said before about wolves. It is because my grandmother was killed by wolves. Killed and devoured.
Oh no.
Are you serious?
Years ago, when my mother was a little girl, her mother, my grandmother, was on her way back from the village on her motor scooter, which was and still is the only means of transportation most Fredonians can afford. It was January, and the sun had just set, and it was dark, very cold. There were thousands of wolves in the countryside that winter. At night they would roam in huge, hungry packs. My grandmother was halfway home when she came upon a young man waving from the side of the road for her to stop. He too had been on a scooter, but his had broken down, and wolves were gathering all around him, preparing to attack. My grandmother, of course, stopped, and he leapt on behind her, and they took off down the road with the wolves, dozens of them, chasing after them. But with 2 people riding it, her scooter was slow, much too slow, and the wolves soon caught up with them. And when one of the wolves seized my grandmother's boot in its teeth and started to pull, instead of helping her, the man pushed her off the bike. It instantly gained speed and he got away. My grandmother, set upon by the wolves, did not.
That's terrible.
Tormented by guilt, the young man eventually confessed. He went to prison for several years, and the wolves were hunted year-round until the countryside was rid of them. But the damage was done. And so, I'm happy to talk to you about any subject except wolves. About them, I have nothing to say.
I really need to get somewhere in the backcountry and was thinking you could maybe give me a cross-country ski lesson or two?
Out of the question. I don't have the time, the equipment, or, frankly, the desire. I am sorry.
Ouch.
That's all for now.
Come back anytime.
Yep, so that man basically just murdered his grandma, and that's why Yanni hates wolves. I suppose that makes sense.
100 euros? Are you food?
And that's what I'm wondering. 100 euros, are you foo? What is that a reference to?
Cake, cake, cake. Lula want cake.
Yeah, Yanni's very dramatic backstory. So, do you like paprika, Yanni? Shoo-ba-doo-wop, shoo-ba-doo-wop, ba-da-bop. Okay, so, let's see. I don't have anything on my task list. I think what I'll do is I skip ahead to the next day, but I do want to check the snowshoes on that case. I thought I did that already. Okay, snowshoes. I'll try asking Chantal about these snowshoes one more time.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
I know why you're calling, but before I give you the combination to the display case, you're going to have to do something for me.
There we go. Okay, so that's a phone call. I don't know why I wasn't able to ask her about the snowshoes earlier. I mean, I did mention them, but she didn't know the number. Now she knows the number. What do you need me to do, Chantal? Please let it not be something stupid.
Like what?
I'm going to fax you a survey that Tino came up with. He says you're to fill most of it out by observing the people staying at the lodge, rather than just asking them the questions outright. He says that would put them on their guard. When it's all filled out, fax it to Tino. The results will help him come up with a profile that will help you to determine which of our guests is responsible for the accidents.
Sounds good.
Excellent. I'm faxing it to you even as we speak. In fact, it's done. So why don't you go get it right now? I'll wait.
Great. I just hope the questions aren't too dumb. Got it.
Good. Now remember, when you're done filling it out, fax it directly to Tino. And he wants you to call him before you do so he can turn his machine on.
I'd better get back to work.
I have to get going too. Bye.
So the questions are stupid. Do they like paprika or not? Well, we know Lou Talbot hates paprika. Nobody else really complained about paprika, so I'm going to assume they all like paprika. What side of the bed do they get up on? Well, we saw that earlier in the morning. Left. Lou gets up from both. This information right here is on the computer. I'll show it in just one moment. And then we have to ask them what planet they like. So here on the computer, this says where their hometowns are. And you can ask, I mean, I obviously know the answers because I played the game before, but you can ask everybody what planet they like most. Except none of them are here to ask. I guess just Yanni. I guess Yanni's the one who stays up late.
How can I help you?
Would you mind telling me what planet you most identify with?
Pluto.
Actually, Pluto's not a planet anymore.
That is exactly the point. Pluto stirs up passion and controversy, yet it continues undaunted on its course, as do I. Pluto and I, we are as brothers.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah. Nancy, I know you're already solving the mystery, being my maid and my cook, but fill out this pointless survey for me. So let's see. So, I got those backwards. Lou, yes, hates paprika. We were told he hates paprika. We're going to assume everybody else is fine with paprika. Mixed up the yes and no. So, yes hates paprika, not no, I don't like paprika on my food. A little bit backwards. Sorry about that, but no big deal. We can call Tino now. Woo!
Nancy, hi. You finished with that survey yet?
I sure am.
Good girl. I'll just turn on my fax machine here. Okay, let her rip.
Let's see if this works.
Nice work, Nancy. According to the survey, our perp is none other than our bird-watching champion snowshoer, Bill Kessler.
But Bill Kessler likes to ice fish. Guadalupe Comillo is the one who likes to birdwatch. Yanni Volkstaya is a champion skier. And Lou Talbot likes to snowshoe.
Oh.
Thanks for wasting my time, Tino.
How did you come up with that survey anyway?
I put it together using this profiling kit I saw advertised on the Detective Channel. It was supposed to be foolproof. You know, maybe I just need to look at the survey data from a different perspective or something. Yeah, maybe the answer's there after all, and I just gotta shuffle things around in order to see it. Oh, hey, before I forget, Chantel said when you finished the survey, I was supposed to pass some numbers on to you. Said it was the combination of something?
Yes, to the display case. What is it?
7669. Anything else I can do for you?
I'd better go.
Don't be a stranger.
Sounds good. So 7669.
That did it.
Woo! So now we can go snowshoeing tomorrow.
Zippily, zipping, zipful, zippy, zestful zeal.
What?
100 euros? Are you foo?
You know, I'm still not getting that Easter egg thing. So, tell you what. Let's talk to Guadalupe, see if that's what causes the Easter egg to start. Lupe should be there at night, maybe? Let's see if she's here at 9 p.m. Because it's a fun Easter egg. And I've been trying to get all the Easter eggs here. Hey, we found her. Okay, I don't know why she's here at 9 p.m., but she is. Hi.
I'm Elsa's replacement.
Oh, the new maid. Thank goodness. I was wondering how much longer the owner expected us to endure these conditions and still pay full price.
I'm trying to learn everyone's name.
My name is Guadalupe Comillo. My friends call me Lupe.
My name is Nancy Drew.
2 things, dear. First, the alarm clock is missing from my room. I don't necessarily need another one. I just don't want to be charged for that one, seeing as I have no idea where it went to. Second, be a doll and clean my room first. It'll hardly take you any time at all, especially compared to the other rooms. The other guests are all men. Single men.
Well, I'm happy to report that I've already cleaned your room.
Excellent.
It was several hours ago.
I hate to sound nosy, but what are you doing?
Birds. I'm watching birds. That's what I am, you see, a bird watcher. Sometimes I go outside and watch, and sometimes I stay inside. It all depends on what the birds feel like doing and what I feel like doing.
It is 9:06 p.m. The window is completely fogged up. I don't think you can see any birds here.
What kind of birds do you see here?
In the short time I've been here, I've seen hawks, eagles, orioles, cardinals, jays, nothing truly rare. But to a wildlife lover such as myself, seeing them in such a spectacular setting is thrilling nonetheless.
Have you ever seen the wolf that's been hanging out around here?
No. Not that I'm looking for it, of course. Yanni occasionally skis by, and that dullard of a student, I see him snowshoeing occasionally. But I've yet to see the wolf. Have you seen it?
Me? I'm just the maid, remember? But I did find a bunch of tracks beyond the pond. You could try following them and maybe see the wolf that way.
Maybe I will. Have you told anyone else what you just told me?
No.
Good. Don't. You see, I'd like to see this wolf for myself, and I don't want everyone else going after it and scaring it away. And there's no telling what that trigger-happy handyman might do. So it'll just be our little secret, all right?
Do you want a book about birds of the Southwest?
I might. Why do you ask?
Because I found a piece of a book cover in the fishing shack, and since it was about birds, I wondered if it was yours.
No, it's not from any book I have. I've never been in the ice fishing shack, so how could it be?
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Au revoir.
Her hair is just all kinds of craziness. Yep, so that's Lupe. I don't think we talked to her about everything.
Have you met the other guests?
Ask about the
I've
other
bumped
people
into
here.
them at one time or another, yes. I don't spend all my time in front of this window. That Yanni fellow, he's very talented, but extremely intense. His whole life revolves around being the best in the world. As for the two who are always sitting across the way playing that silly game, the older man, Bill Kessler, he's no deep thinker, but he's nice enough. But the other one, that college student, talking to him is like trying to converse with a giant turnip. No social graces whatsoever. I almost prefer talking to the handyman. Almost. Anyone that intent on destroying something as glorious as that wolf is hardly worth talking to.
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Au revoir.
Yes, the two of us can be good friends. Okay, so now let's go and switch to daytime. Let's see, 6 a.m.
What do you want?
You messed with my rifle, didn't you?
This I gotta hear.
Excuse me?
This fax just came for you. It's from the wacko left-wing wildlife gang that paid you to screw up my rifle so I'd miss that wolf.
How dare you talk to me like that? I'm leaving this place right now.
Good. You just got yourself an escort off the premises.
Okay, so now that we've talked to Guadalupe, we triggered that conversation. She just got kicked out of the lodge. And I think because she got kicked out of the lodge, we can get the Easter egg. I guess you can't get the Easter egg while she's in the lodge. But first I need to do everybody's laundry, so...
I'm not going
laundry
outside
time?
now. It's too cold.
I guess it's
That's
too
for
cold.
me.
What's this? A note. Because of that Neanderthal of a handyman, I've been forced to return home. You can call me. We need to talk about the wolf. I'm not sure we do need to talk about the wolf, but okay. We have to clean every room. Well, I'm not going to clean Lupe's room. She's not here. I don't really feel like I should clean her room when she's not here. I'm not an actual maid, right? Oh, okay. The sign is
I'd
not
better
on
wait
her
until this
room.
Do Not Disturb sign is gone.
I guess Bill's asleep. Well, you don't get your laundry done today, Bill.
Call 1555 Mystico and prepare to be amazed.
Woo! So yes, that is the Easter egg. 1555 Mystico. We're gonna call Mystico, but let me change the time so I can actually go outside. Yes, Guadalupe wrote that note in like the 3 seconds it took for her to leave the lodge. Okay, Mystico. 1555 Mystico.
Who dares disturb the concentration of Mystico the Magnificent?
I'm sorry. This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, I see your future clear as tape. I see a white wolf and a dark figure named Bruno.
Bruno?
But beware, Nancy Drew, the wolf will only lead to danger and intrigue.
Cool. I mean, yes, Mystico.
The Magnificent.
Huh?
You're supposed to say Mystico the Magnificent.
Oh, right. Yes, Mystico the Magnificent.
So, Nancy Drew, what secrets from the beyond do you seek?
What do we seek? Do we want a hint, a reason for being, spice in life, or to be hypnotized? When you say something very special, you get the Easter egg. Let's go with hypnotized.
To be hypnotized.
In time, in time.
Okay, then how about...
Dun, 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 dun. So Bruno Bollet is a character in the following game, game number 17. So he was telling the future. Clear as tape, definitely. Okay, I'll wait for the chat to pick one of the options here. It's Mystico the Magnificent. Spice in life.
Some spice in my life?
Who do you think I am? A gun-toting thug, a washed-up actor, an antique stealer, a diamond thief, an old man, an art aficionado, a hillbilly, an art director, a whale lover, a flannel-wearing cuisinier, a sneeveling brat, a quack, a social climber, a flaneuse, a two-headed monster? You have incurred the wrath of Mystico. From this moment forward, bad luck shall creep behind you like a malevolent shadow. Mystico has spoken.
Mystico is just so silly. Okay. So that's Mystico naming
Who
every
dares
single culprit
disturb
from
the
the series
concentration
so far.
of Mystico the Magnificent?
Hi, this is Nancy Drew.
So, Nancy Drew, what secrets from the beyond do you seek?
Something very special.
A wise choice. Return to the icy depths, and there you will discover the jewel of the deep blue sea. Mystico has spoken.
Okay, so we will follow up on that in a moment, but for now, I am going to go snowshoeing. So where does the snowshoeing thing go? Let's see. It was here. Put on the snowshoes. And now Nancy can go across here. Let's see, once again we have ooh. It's the wolf. Once again we have a hole in somebody's journal. Possible dinosaur species. Ooh, worth
Possible
lots of money.
sauropod scapula. Take to lab for precise ID.
So somebody's selling off those bones.
I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon.
Don't use a frosty pack, Nancy.
Looks
I'm
like
sure you
some
can get
kind
out
of
of the
house.
cold.
Could someone be living there? Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
So solution is 7914, and it's going to be a nice warm shack, so Nancy won't freeze to death. So this is the area, that's where the wolf got the coat from to save Nancy in the ice flow area. So you can see it's 7914. If you cut off the right-hand side of these signs, that's what those letters are. Numbers. Those are the numbers. 7914. Ooh. Sweet.
Wonder what this is. Looks like there's a phone number on it.
Yeah, there's a phone number on that random thing. Here's where the Rex
This
bone
indentation
goes.
looks just like the one on that plaque in the lodge where that missing Rex bone used to be.
Let's see. I turn here. Nothing else for me to see here yet. Aha! Aha! We've got more icy packs.
The Rest of My Life by Julius McQuaid.
Okay, Julius McQuaid. So he's the person who lived in this area. Person who lived by himself. And he actually trained this wolf, Isis, to do
So
tricks.
once I get her attention by saying her name, I can give her commands.
So that's why the wolf, managed to save Nancy.
Ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent. Pinevale
And she
Hospital.
identifies things by
Maybe I
scent.
can use Isis and her incredible sense of smell to figure out who owns the notebook I found outside. All I have to do is get something from each of the people at the lodge, something that each of them has touched, then let Isis figure out which of their scents matches the scent on the notebook. Isis, stay.
So we can make the...
Jump. Bark. Paw. Around. Isis, jump. Bark. Paw. Around. Go.
So yeah, Julius actually trained the wolf. Crazy times. There's another explosion. Yep, and we get to do both of those puzzles. Yay, puzzles. So let's do that washcloth puzzle, which will take forever. And I want to go back to the fishing shack as well, although it's very, very cold outside. So I'll go inside to warm up, and then I'll go to the fishing shack.
Ah, warm again.
Okay, so fishing was right past Freddy.
Stop! You can't pass until you have proven yourself in battle.
Yes. Take that.
You
Aha!
win. Heads up.
Isis is kind of a cute wolf, yeah. But in real life, don't play with wolves. They're very dangerous. Let's see if I can fish for that Easter egg.
I snagged a log. There goes my line.
Ah, no, 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 no. So there should be an Easter egg somewhere. Here we go, there's the Easter egg. Oh, come on, how did you miss? How did you miss, Nancy? Thanks to that phone call from Mystico, we can grab that Easter egg. Oh, there are multiple Easter eggs. Nice, nice. Yes? Did that not count? Look, there's one. There's a cowboy hat. Why is there a cowboy hat? So I'll check Nancy. Yep, Nancy got the Easter egg in her inventory. Okay, so that did count as getting an Easter egg. Hooray! Good for Nancy. And now using the Easter egg, we can go inside the empty room in the lodge. Very nice.
Who's
And now I
this
basically
from?
need to skip ahead to the next day of the game, but I've got a note. Check this out.
Meet me in the sauna in the basement. I have some interesting information for you. A sauna sounds good to me.
This totally doesn't sound suspicious at all. Nope, 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 it does not. So let's see. Use the Easter egg to get inside this empty room here. There are just eggs all over this room. Let's check out the rest of the room. No, I guess that's the only area you can really check out. We've got these chickens and these eggs. Well, that's cute. Oh, we've got a little egg tree over there. Aww. And you can also get a dream. So let's see, it's 9 o'clock now. Let's switch again to 7 o'clock. Ooh, that's creepy. Silly.
Oh, man,
Ow!
talk about your freaky dreams. My subconscious needs to get a life.
Nancy. Very creepy. Okay, yeah, creepy dreams, definitely. And do I not have a laundry bag? Where'd that laundry bag go? Huh. Oh, I switched it to 7 p.m. instead of 7 a.m. Right. Haha. Let's switch to 7 again. Alright, so that's the Easter egg in this game. Hooray, fantastic. Now we're going to do the Washcloth Puzzle. And you might notice I haven't cooked meals in a while. You don't have to cook meals after Guadalupe gets kicked out. I think that's when you stop making meals. Oh, no, I don't need to go inside there again.
I think I'll keep one of these washcloths.
Great. And then Bill's room over here. Excellent. So that's it for laundry. So let's do the sauna puzzle. Might as well. I believe Yanni's not here for the sauna puzzle.
Hello? Anybody here? These
We
weren't
got
here
pictures
before.
here.
That birthmark below his eye looks very familiar.
This is Bill Kessler when he was a young boy here at Icicle Creek Lodge. So he lied when he said he'd never been to the lodge before.
Hey, is someone out there? The door's... Whew, I'm getting really, really hot.
And now Nancy has to escape before she dies. This puzzle, oh dear, okay. Some of the pipes, as you can see, are connected to each other in weird ways.
If I can just get cold water running through these pipes, I'll be okay.
I get it, Nancy. We got you.
If I don't get these pipes adjusted soon, I'm not gonna make it.
You can do it, Nancy. I believe in you.
I don't have much time. I've got to get these pipes lined up. There. It may still be locked
Done.
in, but at least I won't feel like a rotisserie chicken anymore.
Okay, so
Nancy,
Nancy's gonna be saved
Mr.
by
Kessler?
Bill.
What are you doing down here?
I came down here looking for Ollie, but then I heard all this noise and thought I'd better check it out. Door got stuck again, huh? Say, you look kinda bedraggled. Are you alright?
I'm fine, and I'll be even better after you and I have a little talk.
Yeah, that's me. When I was a kid, this place was practically my second home. My late grandmother, Tilly Wentworth, used to own it.
Was she the reason you wrote that letter I found crumpled up in your room?
About 2 years ago, just before she died, my grandmother sold this place to Albert Moeequay without telling anyone in her family. From what I've heard about Moeequay, I'm pretty sure he bullied her into selling. I think he cheated her, and he cheated us, and that it's high time somebody...
Taught him a lesson by, say, putting Icicle Creek Lodge out of business?
I had nothing to do with that explosion, Lou's window, the food poisoning, the icy stairs, none of that stuff. You ask me, it's karma. The Moeequays are just getting what's coming to them.
Since you used to spend so much time here, do you know if there's a way to get into Trapper Dan's Needle?
You know that pyramid thing on the table over there by the entrance to the dining room? If you fool around with it until nothing but pigs show on the outside, this compartment will open up and inside will be this round magnetic thing that used to be Trapper Dan's special master key. Just hold it up by the needle and a hidden door will pop open.
So what's
Fantastic.
in the needle? Do you know?
No, my bratty cousin Elwood told me it was filled with skeletons, and I never worked up the nerve to go in and see for myself. And maybe it was filled with skeletons. I mean, let's face it. Living all by himself way out here in the wild, winter after long dark winter, Trapper Dan was probably stark raving bonkers.
I'd better get going.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so, Bill's asleep. So, what did he say? Turn everything into a pig? This is just kind of a long puzzle. Everything gets turned into a pig. Whew. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Just turn everything into a pig and eventually they'll all be
Empty.
pigs.
If there was a special master key in here, it's gone now.
All done. Okay, so now we can talk to Bill, and he gives us another version of the puzzle. He just disappeared. Bill, where did you go, Bill? Where did you go? I don't know where he went. Let's see. Well, forget about him, eh? We're gonna do the Washcloth Puzzle here. Yep, so all the way back to that little hut. I kind of wish Nancy would just skip all this navigation to the hut. Like she did going to the ice fishing shack earlier, where it's just, okay, you head on the pathway and she's there. No having to spend 20 seconds walking there to do one thing and then immediately come back. Yeah, Bill definitely ran away very quickly. Bill immediately falls asleep after talking to Nancy, but then immediately gets up and leaves. Very mysterious. Okay, so here's the notebook. And is it Bill's?
Negative for Bill Kessler.
Nope. Is it Lou's?
The scents match, which means those notes belong to Lou Talbot.
Yep, so Lou Talbot's the one who's been harvesting dinosaur bones here. Haha! Lou, we caught you. Up to evil. So now let's go back to Lou and confront him. Shoo-ba-doo-wop, shoo-ba-doo-wop, da-ba-da-ba. yeah. Not much to say here. It does take about a minute to go from the shack to Nancy's lodge and back. Yeah. Turnip Boy is gonna pay. Alright, Turnip Boy, what have you been doing with those dinosaur bones? You sneaky bum.
Now what?
Oh, and what's this?
Lou Talbot, charged with trespassing, vandalism, and theft, found digging on private property, creating a piece of architecture inspired by maverick artist Poppy Dada, of keeping the dinosaur bones dug up in the process. Dinosaur bones?
So Tino faxes us stuff. It looks like Lou was in fact arrested earlier. Was he arrested? The charges were dropped. But yeah, he stole dinosaur bones and got in trouble. So Lou has a history of evil dinosaur bone harvesting.
What's up?
Do you think I could have the Rex bone that you took from that plaque by the display case?
Dude, what makes you think I took some bone from some plaque?
Because you referred to it in your notebook, which I found outside in the snow.
Notebook?
Someone who has a really good nose for such things is positive that it's yours.
All right, here's the deal. There's a lot of people out there who collect stuff like fossils and dinosaur bones, okay? They pay big bucks for them. And it just so happens paleontology's kind of my thing, so yeah, I collect bones and I sell them.
And you basically were stealing bones, which belonged to the lodge.
So when you saw those stools over there, you recognized them to be dinosaur bones and decided to try to unearth more.
Except I haven't unearthed anything. I'm not the one who's been making things go boom out there. I mean, I may have found a couple of good specimens in a couple of craters, but I didn't make the craters, and I don't know who did. There. That's the key to the closet in my room. You want the bone from that plaque? Go ahead and take it. Okay, dude, excitement's over. Whose move?
Bill listens to the whole thing, doesn't care, doesn't have anything to say. Yeah, Tino was vaguely helpful for once, although you'll know that Nancy was the one who figured out that Lou is
Look
the
at all
dinosaur
these
bone
bones.
thief.
Lou's been a busy guy.
So Tino was just confirming information that Nancy had already verified.
Here's the one I'm looking for,
own.
the Rex bone that's missing from that plaque.
Hooray. I believe we can call the number on the thing we found. 334-555-7625. 7625.
You've reached the office of Dr. Nikki Sabatini, professor of geology at the University of Alberta, Camrose. The sound of the beep? No, disregard all that. I'm here. Who's this?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at the Icicle Creek Lodge, and I recently came across some kind of device that had your phone number on it.
Describe the device.
Well, it has a spike on one end of it, and...
Well, I'll be darned. Where did you say you found it?
Well, actually, someone's dog was using it as a chew toy. She must have found it outside somewhere. You know what it is?
It's a geophone. Someone stole a whole crate of them from me when I was out on Skookum Ridge not too long ago.
Why were you on Skookum Ridge?
I was preparing to do a subsurface survey of the area using reflection seismology. I set up camp, stored all my equipment in a trailer, went into town for supplies, and when I came back, the trailer had been broken into, and all my geophones were gone. See, if you stick it in the ground, a geophone will detect seismic waves and turn them into electrical signals, which are then transmitted to a computer so they can be recorded and eventually interpreted. It lets geologists like me make maps of mineral deposits and such without doing any digging. I was going to be the first person to do a full geological survey of the Icicle Creek drainage and the ridges surrounding it. Got grant money and everything. The person who ripped off my equipment sure screwed that up for me. If I ever get my hands on him, oh!
You have no idea who it was?
It was snowing, so there were no tracks. So I don't know if he came by car or snowmobile or on foot or what. I'm assuming it was a guy, because he only took the geophones, so he must have known what they were and how to use them. And since not that many women are into explosives,
Explosives?
The seismic waves that geophones detect are man-made. You detonate something on the surface of the ground, and the concussion creates seismic waves which bounce off different geological features differently, depending on the impedance of the feature. The reflected waves are what the geophones detect and transmit.
So, to put the geophones to use, you need to blow things up?
Correct.
That's interesting. So, if someone were looking for valuable mineral deposits, they might use geophones to do it?
If someone had the technical expertise, yes. Although reflection seismology is more typically employed to locate deposits of hydrocarbons, like oil and gas.
What types of mineral deposits are likely to be found around the Icicle Creek drainage?
All kinds of deposits: silver, lead, uranium, molybdenum. I love saying that word, molybdenum. I think that's why I became a geologist, just so I'd have a reason to say molybdenum. Anyway, if you come across any more of my geophones, or anything that would indicate who stole them, please, please, please let me know.
I will.
Good.
What do you know about dinosaur bones?
Precious little, I'm afraid. I know it's possible to find good specimens in Alberta, particularly in your area, but beyond that, paleontology's not really my thing. And all my paleo pals are currently off digging in the dirt on the other side of the world, so I'm afraid I can't refer you to anyone either.
Are dinosaur bones good for anything?
Other than studying? If you're a scientist, no. But because they're obviously rare, a lot of people collect them. In fact, I understand there's a pretty big black market for them.
Black market? You mean people pay money for dinosaur bones?
People pay big money for them.
Thank you for answering my questions.
One more thing. All of my geophones were hardwired to transmit at 990 kilohertz. So if you find any kind of receiver tuned to that frequency, check it out, because it could very well belong to the thief. Bye!
Bye. Excellent. Okay, so now that we have the Rex bone, we can go back to that area. back to the shack. And then we'll get started on a long puzzle. Oh, I forgot to talk to Lou while I was there. I mean, Bill. Hopefully that won't cause problems for us. I didn't find the notebook yet. The all-important notebook. Yeah, so is Lou selling dinosaur bones legally, or is he selling them on the black market? I don't know. Alright, Rex bone here.
So, I can rearrange these by continuing to drop the tile that falls out the bottom into one of the columns at the top. The question is, how should I rearrange them? Match the symbols and line them up in rows of 3, maybe?
So it's 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, and now the first column's done. Then it's gonna be 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, and then 3. Next it's gonna be 2, 2, and then 2.
Bingo!
2, done. That's how you solve that puzzle. Kind of a tricky puzzle. So now we're in some underground caves.
The lanterns in here
Actually,
are basically just rocks hung in cages.
Whoa.
I wonder what makes the rocks glow like that.
We actually walked all the way underneath Icicle Creek Lodge.
Looks like the map to some kind of maze.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, we need to play Fox and Geese to open up these gates. Those 3 gates. The only one that we can reach right now is this one. So it's going to be up. No. Okay, it's going to be forward, right, and then left, right, jump.
The wolf followed me. I wonder if she expects me to do something.
So,
Forward.
Forward.
Right.
Right.
Left.
Left.
Right.
Right.
Jump.
Jump. And then
Isis. Forward.
Go.
Right. Left. Right. Jump. Go.
Hopefully I got that correct. Yes. Yes, okay. So the wolf took the trip all the way to the second floor, which is going to be here. Okay, Isis, could you just grab... Oh, there's the elevator. So let's see, I want to walk this way as well. This is how we get into Trapper Dan's Needle.
A moose, a wolf, a
get these
raccoon, and a
things.
pig. Next thing I have to do is get each of these panels open.
Yep, so
Next thing I have to do is get each of these
tokens.
panels open.
And we open the panels by working, getting the wolf to go through all three of those passages. Okay. Doo-doo-wop, doo-doo-wop, dop-bop, bop, bop. So let's see if I did the Isis thing correctly. I really hope I don't have to go all the way back to the lodge and then back here again for the Isis thing. Isis, could you pull the rope? Pull the rope. There we go, okay. So just hold onto the rope for a long time, Isis, until I get back to the lodge. So it's 11:10 right now. How long is Isis going to be holding on to that rope? And I do want to check to make sure there's, I know something appears here at some point in the game. Yep, we still don't have the item there. I think maybe it's after you finish Bill's puzzle, then an item appears there. So all the way back to the... all the way back. All the way back to Icicle Lodge. Sounded like the wolf. That better not be Isis. Isis, you're supposed to be holding that rope. I told you to hold the rope, Isis. Okay, so it's been over an hour now. Isis is still holding on to that rope. Isis will hold on to that rope
I feel
forever.
warmer
Isis
already.
is a very, very good wolf. Very, very helpful. And Bill is not here, so I cannot talk to him about that one puzzle. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't think I can solve this puzzle without solving Bill's puzzle first. Okay, here we go. Got it. So with Isis pulling on the rope, that opens up the boar's head so I can get that token. Okay, thank goodness. Isis, you can let go of the rope now. Let go of the rope now, Isis. Wait a minute. Who wants me to clean this room? This room is
My
empty.
jacket!
What?
I'm getting the definite feeling I'm not wanted here.
Leave now. Culprit threatening Nancy. What a meanie. So let's see, it's 12, let's say 3 o'clock. Lou is here. Not Lou, Bill. Bill, where are you? still not here. Where is Bill? Where's my friend Bill? Where is Bill? Bill, please come back. What do you want to do? Okay, so what should we try? I don't know. Let's see. Bill should be here. Let's try 4. There we go. Snoring. That's Bill. He's sleeping.
Huh? Oh. Hi.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to wake you.
Could have fooled me. What do you want?
I opened up that pyramid like you told me, but there was nothing inside.
There wasn't? Oh. Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck.
There's no other way to get into Trapper Dan's needle?
You know, Grandma Tilly once told me that if you turn the top of the pyramid 45 degrees, then fill all the boxes on the outside with one kind of animal, then another kind of animal, until you do that for all 4 animals, she said if you do that, you'd find a journal in there written by Trapper Dan himself.
Did you ever read it?
I was a kid. What would I want to read some crazy old coot's journal for?
Well, sorry to bother you.
You want to talk? You know where to find me.
Okay, so we need to get all the various types of animals here. Just like Bill said, so I'm going to start with the raccoons. Just use this order at the bottom of the screen. This will give us Trapper Dan's journal with all the clues as to how to get inside Trapper Dan's needle. Yay. Let's see. Looks like the moose seems to be the good one here. Yeah, I'm gonna get all the moose here. Yay, now let's go with the wow. Those wolves, yeah, lots of wolves, huh? Oh wow, I've totally messed this one up. Okay. Let's see, do I back away and try again? No, I need to turn it first. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ha! Let me see. I'll figure out the trick to this. So it seems to be that everything you touch, it gets turned. Ah! All the squares around it get turned. It's like that. So I want to get all pigs. Let's see. I guess it's probably not the 3 inside corners. That would be it. Yeah, the inside ones and then the outside corners maybe. What if it's 1, 2, 3, 4? No, that's not it. Huh. Gosh. I don't remember how to do this. Woo! This is a tough puzzle. Okay. Oh, wait. The 4 outside corners. Got it. 4 outside corners. That's how you do it. 4 outside corners. And then next, it's just the... like the first round. Just click until you've got them all. Alright, I figured that puzzle out eventually.
Daniel Weisnitz, better
here's
known
Trapper
as
Dan's
Trapper Dan,
journal.
I'll bet.
So his hidden
The
journal,
first
and
thing
it's
you
got
need
all
to
these
do
notes
is
in
crack
it.
my cipher below, or just follow the moose, wolf, raccoon, and Mary. Looks like the rest is in some kind of code.
So we need to win those 3 rounds of fox and geese. And we need 3 more keys. We need to solve this puzzle. And we also need to get the Geiger Counter. So the Geiger Counter is now inside the shed. Hooray. Okay, so it's white, red, blue, green, blue, red. For upstairs. So let's go upstairs and do that. So it was white, red, blue, green. Gotta get this green. Then blue and then red. And one of the puzzles he described was the puzzle we did earlier with Isis pulling the rope for a really long time. Okay, so if you set all those things correctly, this happens for the raccoon key. And then one of his other notes was the moose head in this room, I believe.
Something tells me this radio
Moose key?
belongs to Yanni. And if so, why is he hiding it?
Yanni's top secret radio. Dun 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 dun! Haha. Okay, how do I back away? I just back away. Okay, great. I'll see if it's too early. Is it too late for Nancy to go outside? Let's see. It's not. Okay. So I'm gonna run all the way back to the shed in order to get that Geiger counter, because it doesn't appear until you get the journal. It's starting to look like that is 100% what you have to do in order to get a Geiger counter. Seems a little bit unfair. I wish the Geiger counter appeared earlier. But that will give us the 4th token, because I've just gotten all 3 of the tokens. 1, 2, 3. I need to get number 4. And as I said, okay, so I get all 4 tokens. I need to flip all those levers.
It's going to get dark soon and cold. I'm going in. Ah, much
Nancy.
better. I was really cold.
Nancy, you were almost there, Nancy. Ah. Oh, Nancy, you're killing me here. Okay. Darn it.
I'm not going outside now. It's too cold.
Oh, wait. I thought I switched to the next day, not later. Sorry, I thought I switched to morning time. It's a beautiful sunset. Yeah, that's a very nice sunset. Rarely seen sunset, too. It's hard to trigger that because you need to go outside at pretty much the exact correct time. Otherwise, you don't see the sunset. Nancy will just freeze to death. Because, yeah, that's what happens when you stay outside too long. Nancy freezes to death. It's a game over sequence. Okay, this time Nancy makes it to Trapper Dan's shed.
That looks like a Geiger counter.
And
what
now
this measures
we have a Geiger
radioactivity.
counter.
I wonder if Isis found it outside somewhere or in here.
Yep. Yeah, I wish that had been there at the start of the game. Would have saved me this extra trip. I guess alternately, I could have found Trapper Dan's journal earlier. That would have been smart. Okay, then all the way back. Now we get to have everybody's favorite thing. Fox and Geese. No, not Fox and Geese yet. I need to use that Geiger Counter. Those are going to be my last two thingies
Much
here, I
better.
guess, before
It was
I'm
really
my
cold.
last two tasks. So Fox and Geese. Ah, good. Bill's here. So the Geiger Counter. Where's that Geiger Counter? The key is here. Great. So we got all 5 of the tokens. Hooray, we're fantastic. Not 5 of the tokens. We've got all 4 tokens. Now I need to play Fox and Geese in order to unblock those 3 passageways. Let's talk with Yanni and Ollie.
How can I help
and
you?
then we'll talk to Bill.
Why do you have a radio hidden away in your room?
How do you know about that?
All I know is when I got done cleaning the moose head, that compartment was open. And when I looked in it, there was the radio. Now you answer my question.
I use that radio to communicate with my coaches. It's a special radio. It scrambles the signal so that my competitors cannot listen in.
How did you know there was a secret compartment in your room?
The first night I was here, I searched for bugs, something which, due to the cunning of my competitors, I have become very good at. I discovered that by pushing on the moose eye, a compartment opened up. What I don't know is, did you really open that compartment by mistake, or were you up to something else? How do I know you are not working for them?
If I was working for the competition, why would I have told you about finding your radio?
Who else have you told about the radio?
No one.
I believe you, Nancy. So if I find out you're lying, both of us will be very sorry.
Yeah, Nancy's excuse. I was just cleaning.
Do you have any proof that your competitors are out there spying on you?
When one has enemies, it's prudent to assume that they are always close by. They are here, Nancy. Make no mistake.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
Come back any time.
Lou Talbot's gone, in case you didn't know. Just up and left.
Do you have any idea why?
Probably sick of salmon. The good news is, you don't have to do the cooking anymore. I can handle it from here on out.
Woohoo! So that's why we haven't had to do any cooking for a while. It's because
I couldn't
Lou
help but
left.
overhear the
Yay!
argument you and Miss Camillo had.
She messed up my rifle so I couldn't shoot that wolf, so I tossed her out. Told her to take her little crusade somewhere else.
Do you think she was responsible for any of the other stuff that happened around here?
Anybody who deliberately sabotages a man's rifle is capable of anything. But at least now I know why I missed that wolf. And like I told her as I was giving her the bum's rush, next time, I won't miss.
I'd better get back upstairs.
If you need anything, just holler.
Fantastic. So that's it for them. Now let's play Fox and Geese. Save the best challenge for last.
Now what?
Since Mr. Talbot isn't here, could I play a game of Fox and Geese with you?
You bet. Have a seat. Here are the rules. The white pieces are the geese. The black piece is the fox. The goal of the geese is to corner the fox so he can't move, while the goal of the fox is to gobble up geese so that they can't corner him. The geese can only move forward along a line to the next point, either directly forwards, diagonally, or sideways. Same thing for the fox, except when he's next to a goose that has an empty spot directly behind it. He can jump over it.
Gobble it up.
Right. Gobble it up and remove it from the board. You just take turns and play until somebody wins and somebody loses. I'll be the fox. Ready?
Would you mind if we use this little pig I found in place of the fox piece?
Fine by me.
Let's see. Okay, this is kind of a difficult puzzle. Let's see. I forget how we solve this one. Oh no. Okay, let's see. So if he goes left here, I win, right? Okay. Let's see. So yeah, that was
Okay,
a
if we start
bad
over?
situation. So this puzzle tends to take a super long time. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can do this. Oh boy. Okay. see. I think this is a solution. I could be wrong. Uh-oh. Okay, just go away, Bill. I'm trying to lure you into place. Let's see what happens. So what should happen is Bill goes up north there to the exit, and when that happens, I can move one piece here and then one piece there in order to trap him. No, no, no. Come on, come on. Just go one left. No! Oh!
Okay, if we start
You messed
over.
that up again. Okay. Yep, this takes forever. There's no cheat for this puzzle. This puzzle is just try to get lucky. So let me try to get back to that formula where I was there. I guess formula isn't the correct word, but it's where I had the pieces there earlier. So, let's see. Move that piece there. I can move this piece down. This is basically where I was earlier. So, he'll do a double jump here. Then, once he does his double jump, I'll be able to move this piece and then that piece, and that should get him stuck for good. If he actually does this. Come on, Bill, you can do it. Come on, Bill. Just want him to go up here so I can do a double jump. Really doesn't want to do that, huh? Okay. Come on, Bill, go upwards. Yeah, this takes forever. Well, I set up a really good trap for him, but he's just not falling for it at all in the slightest. Yes, yes. Here, good. He's gonna go for it. Okay. Let's see. Double jump. And so what I can do is, okay, what's my next step? Is to move this piece right. That won't be a very good step, will it? I'm a little lost. This piece left, and what I do is I hope he doesn't go down left. Which of course he does.
Okay, if we start over.
Never mind, I guess trying tricks doesn't work here. So we'll just try doing it the old-fashioned way. By being terrible at this puzzle. Okay, so here, if I can get him to jump to the left, that would be great. Puzzle's pretty tedious, yes. So, yeah, see you guys later. See, everybody's just gonna drop out of watching this video and come back 6 hours later. Yeah. Okay, Bill. imagine he has to eventually go up once more. Yeah, because he's being extra slow here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move pieces around like this. Go for this solution instead, which is actually longer and more complicated. But basically I'm trying to slowly trap him in that left-hand area by just creating a solid wall of pieces like this. And by moving that solid wall, I can force him to go in a particular area. So I'm trying to get him to go to the left. Start moving pieces more like this. Don't go to the bottom, go to the left, Bill. Go to the left. And if he goes to the left, I can start doing something like this, where I slowly move these pieces here. I'm just slowly forcing him to go farther and farther left. Okay. Okay, he was gonna gobble that piece up. No, but now he's gonna gobble that piece up again. Keep going go in another direction. Okay, fine, you won't go in another direction. Fine, you didn't want to. Okay. Just dropping this column down one. Just slowly cutting off his access points. Because if he's not going to go one to the left, then fine. I'm just gonna force him to go to the left by doing this. Now, if I could just move my column over left one, I would be in business. Let's see. Oh! Didn't see that drop coming. Oh well. Come on, Bill. Never wants to work with you, which is very, very sad. Okay. You can trap him at the bottom, but there's no point. There's no point in trying to trap him at the bottom. Because if you do, then you get red eyes, and that's one of the things you don't need red eyes for. That is definitely one of those things you do not need red eyes for. Okay, just moving this column down once more. Ooh, now he's sort of farther there, so I can sort of move this column left. Yeah, okay, let's see if I can do this without getting jumped. Move these pieces down. Yes. Yes. So I'm just still the same thing I was doing. Just moving all these pieces around, and that way he has less area to go to. I'm trying to get him to go to the left. Good. So that was actually a pretty good move right there, because you'll notice he can't go anywhere. He can't, like, jump here. Yeah, now he's gonna get himself stuck over there. Okay, I need him to go farther to the left, if that makes sense. Yeah. So here we go. Yes. I think this is solid. I'll put this piece there. So it's solid. I've got this basically will stop him. So go farther to the left, Bill. And now that he's going farther to the left, I can move these pieces in the center, closer to the center. There we go. You do need to beat this game 3 times. Yes, 3 times. 3 times is the number of times you need to beat this game. Let's see. think here I just need to move a piece up top. Then a piece down below here, maybe. So I have 2 solid rows, or columns, 2 solid columns. Good. Ooh, but this is tough. This is tricky. Trying to move those pieces there, but he could diagonal jump there and escape. So that's why you want to. That's why it's tricky. That's why it's tricky. So I guess I could try something like that, where I try to move these pieces here. Yes. No diagonal escape for you now, Lou. Good, good. Now wait for him to go on the left side before moving this piece forward. Yes. Good. I think we've got it.
You're pretty good.
Okay, done.
Well, would you look at that? His eyes turned red. That is some pig you got yourself there.
Okay, if we start over?
Fantastic. Okay, so, you know, that seemed to work just fine, so I'll keep doing that. I'll just keep doing this really slow technique. As opposed to what I was trying earlier, which were the tricks to do jumps and double jumps. I have a video for that. It's called Fox and Geese. I was actually trying to use the speedrun strategy. It looks like that only works in junior mode. Because in junior mode, he's much more willing to make jumps. And here, it looks like he's far more cautious in senior mode. Okay, so how did I get this to work? It looks like I just started... It looks like just start from the left was the best way. So I'll just start here on the left, try to build just a huge column over there on the left. I'll just do the same thing I did last time, except it's going to be the mirror image. Instead of trying to force Bill to the left, I'm trying to force Bill to the right. So I'm just moving all my pieces over here. Building 2 solid columns over here on the left. Just being careful whenever there's a chance he could do a double jump like that. Don't give him the chance to double jump. And he's also got a chance to double jump here, too, so that's not good. Not double jump, but just single jump. Just give him no chances to jump, and you'll be fine. So there we go. So now I'm going to force my column over here to the right one. Let's see. I think I'll work on this bottom part first. You want to be a little careful. I need to leave this piece there, otherwise you could do a diagonal jump. Yeah, like that.
Okay, if we start over?
Yeah, that's where you wanted to be careful. Okay. Guess I wasn't careful enough. Try to get the top this time, because hey, why not? So getting the top is going to be tricky. What you need to do is basically just move a single piece around in order to get all those pieces down to the bottom.
Okay, if we start over?
Ew, really? I don't like that. It's probably just a quitter thing to like stop as soon as you jump 2 pieces. Because technically you can win this game with only 3 pieces. That would require your opponent to make a lot of terrible moves. Yeah. But it is technically possible. No, see, now I'm gonna get jumped over there. Okay, here I'm slowly moving everything down to the bottom. Yes. So let's see if I can do this. I've sort of got the bottom part all blocked off now. Moving this slightly up. Bill's sort of in the area where I wanted to move pieces, so that's not good. There we go. So let's see, how do I... let's see. I think basically what you do is you move this right-hand thing over a little bit. Yeah, now he's looking for a jump there on the right. I'm not going to give him one. So now I've moved the right up just a little bit, basically. So now he's on the right. I can move the left up a bit. Ooh, okay. See, that would be a jump there. And he's got a jump over there on the left. So I'm just going to wait for him to move. Now I've got the two solid rows, and Bill can't move anywhere. This is tough. Come on, Bill. Okay, good. Bill sort of went over to the right there. Sort of giving me the ability to move pieces up over here on the edge. Yes. Let's see. That was... Okay, that's safe. But if he goes down right... which he didn't, so I don't need to worry. Yes. Good. Okay, so I've got an impregnable defense that Bill cannot penetrate here. Yes. So please go up a little bit, Bill. No? Okay, but he went to the right, so I'm shoring up the defense over here on the left. And now I'm going to shore up my defense over here on the right. Just slowly moving in on him. And he's got to know by now that he's done for. Alright, so I move that column up one. I'm gonna continue to move that column up one because he's just hanging around there. Good. Okay, so now he's on the left. Can I move my left column up? I mean the middle column up one. I can. Yes. Come on, Bill. I need Bill to move to that center spot again. Good, so I can move the left column up. And Bill's stuck.
You win. Another win, another set of red eyes.
Okay, if we start over.
Hooray. So now, same thing. Just gonna do it on the right-hand side. That is, I'm going to build my columns over here on the left so I can force Bill over to the right. So that means I have to slowly move everything to the left. Okay, slowly moving things on the left. Not too tough because he's not even trying to bother me. This is going pretty well so far. Yeah, Bill's just kind of perfectly moving out of the way, so I don't even need to worry about accidentally running into him or anything. He can't possibly jump any of my pieces, so yay. So what did I do here? So I just made a little column here in the middle. Yep, made a little column there in the middle. I guess move that piece. So yeah, see there he was getting in the way and could have jumped something. So I just moved a piece which was far to the side, just out of the way, so he wouldn't be able to do anything. And there we go. Now I've got these two rows here. Don't think he can jump anything as long as I do this. Now he's trying to make a jump, but he can't. If he had gone up there, he could have gotten in the way and tried to make a jump. That would have actually been a smart move on his part, but he didn't. So now I'm sort of forcing him over here to the right with my big blockade over here. So now I just want to move these pieces down here. Let's see, I'll move this out of the way. Have him hopefully go to the right, so I can start moving those pieces down. Yes, okay, so these pieces, I'm just going to start moving them now into place, because I can. Good. And so he's pretty well stuck now. Put this piece in the middle. Yep, looks good to me. Just moving that particular column to the right. Good. I'm hoping he goes up or down at this point. So if he goes up or down, and he's not, because why would he? So now I can kind of do this. So I've got that entire row filled. I guess I can move this piece to the right. Might as well. And go right, Bill. Go right. No, not down. I want him to go right so I can move these pieces like this. And trap him. Oh, no, I can't trap him yet. Yes, I can. I
you
moved this
beat
piece
me.
up.
Another win,
Done.
another set of red eyes.
Okay, so that's it. Beat Fox and Geese. How long did that take me?
Pick up
15
the
minutes or
phone,
so.
Nancy.
So we're done. Oh, and I'm getting yelled at.
It's past noon, and Ollie says all the guest rooms still haven't been cleaned. Now get cracking.
Okay.
One more thing. Ask Yanni if it would be all right if I used his name and picture on the Icicle Creek Lodge website. I mean, when I finally have a website, it would be great publicity, okay?
Sure.
Good. Talk to you soon.
I can't go
just
anywhere.
not do
I
the
still haven't
laundry?
cleaned all those rooms.
Fine. I thought the game would be nice to me because we're at the end of the game, but no, I suppose we're not. Okay, let's clean the 2 rooms. Ollie's going upstairs to check the rooms. Why can't he clean them himself? And that should be it. Good. Now we can go outside and finish the game. So, playing Fox and Geese, open up the 3 passageways in the tunnels. So I'm gonna send the wolf there down those 3 passageways to flip the 3 flip those 3 what do you call it? The keyholes, levers, maybe. Yeah, let's go with the levers, because the levers control those hatches that were covering the keyholes in front of the in front of Trapper Dan's needle. I pointed that out earlier. It's just a while ago at this point. Ooh, coming up on 3 hours. Yeah, we've been playing for about 3 hours now. So our directions here are going to be forward, left, left, paw, and then go. Forward, forward, jump, paw, go. Forward, right, forward, jump, left, paw, go. Isis remembers so many things, really. Those are long commands. But yeah, since I played Fox and Geese, 1, 2, 3 of those gates have been moved, meaning the wolf can reach 1, 2, 3 levers. Those are the levers which open up the keyholes.
Forward.
So what was the first one?
Left. Left. Paw. Isis. Forward. Left. Left. Paw. Go.
Forward, left, left, paw, go. That's the easy one. Although I always got tripped up there solving this puzzle on my own, because the wolf, you don't say right when the wolf turns right here at the corner.
Forward. 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 Jump. Paw. Isis. Forward. 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 Jump. Paw. Go.
You can do it, Nancy. I mean, Isis. Isis is the one who's doing all the work. Forward. Forward. Forward, jump, and then paw.
Forward. right, forward, jump, left, paw,
Left.
Isis, forward, right, forward, jump, left, paw, go.
This will probably be a better chance to explain what I was trying to say earlier with you not saying all the directions. So we have right here. We have forward and then jump. And Nancy just says left. Technically the wolf turns right now and then does paw, right? But you don't have to say right there. All you have to do is say left. The wolf knows to go around that bend. Smart wolf, smart wolf. But something which totally tripped me up when I played the game originally. And we're done. Okay, so that's it. Now we've opened up all the hatches.
The same animals Trapper Dan mentioned in his journal when it came to getting into his needle without the key. I'll bet that's what's behind this wall, a room below the needle.
Fantastic. Let's get all these things in. And we've got the 4 keys. Now that all the hatches have been lifted, we put the keys in.
A black
to open the door.
snowmobiling outfit, and it's missing a piece of material. I'd sure like to know who this belongs to. UC Brea. This bag must belong to Lou. Oh my gosh, it's full of explosives. Lou is the one who's been making those craters. He lied to me. He has been looking for dinosaur bones.
Oh no! Lou's the culprit?
Hello? Is someone in here? Hello? Nancy?
Yanni, what are you doing here?
I was skiing, but when I passed the needle, I saw that there was a door in it. A door which was open. So I took off my skis to look, and now I am here. What is this place?
All I know is I found a bag, Lou Talbot's bag, and it's full of explosives.
Lou is the one who has been blowing up things. He is the bomber.
He's been excavating dinosaur bones. He may be responsible for a lot of the other stuff that's been going on around here, too.
You must stay here and guard the bag. I will ski back to the lodge very quickly and tell the handyman to call the authorities. Then I will return. You will be safe? Perhaps I should stay.
No, you go. I'll be fine.
I will hurry.
Looks like Yanni dropped something. It's that thing he's always wearing on his arm. Hey, Yanni! You dropped something! Yanni? She's got a glove from that snowmobiling suit Lou left behind.
Right there.
Wait a minute. What she just did means the scent on that glove and the scent on that thing Yanni dropped are the same. Which means the person who's been wearing that snowmobiling suit and blowing things up is Yanni. Geophone data... uranium? Oh my gosh, he set the timer. It looks like he's about to blow up the needle. Isis, we've got to get out of here, fast!
So yes, remember the person on the phone said if anything's at 990, it belongs to the culprit. Yanni's the culprit. Total fake out, trying to make you think it was Lou.
Yanni's getting away!
Yeah, if Yanni did not drop that thing, Nancy would have been blown up. I think she would have fallen
What
for
blazes
Yanni's
happened
tricks.
here?
Ollie, I need to borrow your snowmobile. I'll explain later.
See, there's this culprit. I'm trying to capture the culprit. The culprit is escaping on a snowmobile. So I'm just going to steal yours, okay? Oh, by the way, Yanni's guilty, and if I don't come back, it means I died. I think that's everything we need to explain. So everyone's favorite challenge, the endgame challenge. Okay, maybe not everybody's favorite challenge. But it's snowmobiling. Only this time we need to keep Yanni in sight for how long? Like 3 minutes? We need to keep him in sight for several minutes. And then it's game over. Oh, and if you crash into too many things, you explode. Like that. Off screen for like a half second there. Unless I'm mistaken, that means the puzzle resets. The timer resets. I mean, I would hope that the timer doesn't reset, but I think it does. It's still quite a long puzzle. Especially here on Senior Mode. It sort of reminds me of the ending from The Insecure Secret of the Old Clock, where you had to chase the culprit in cars, not snowmobiles. It's basically just switching from cars to snowmobiles. That's the main difference. Of course, difference number 2 is that this is brand new territory. We haven't actually been snowmobiling here before. Whereas in Secret of the Old Clock, if you were just driving around areas that you've been driving through the entire day. And did he sneak off screen again? I think he did. So far it seems to be hard to get the culprit when the culprit does a little swerve down. That seems to be when the culprit escapes and gets out of my line of eyesight. Done.
Oh no!
We did it, everybody! Woohoo!
Lying there in the snow, defeated.
We defeated
Yanni
Yanni.
owned up to everything. He tainted the potato salad with bad mayonnaise, he iced down the back stairs, he opened a gas valve in the sauna, he blew up the bunkhouse using the clock he took from Guadalupe's room, and he left those pictures of Bill Kessler for me in the sauna, although he swears the door got stuck by accident in order to cast suspicion on someone else. He did all this because he wanted everyone to leave Icicle Creek Lodge. Why? Because it turns out that he was actually spying for the government of Fredonia, which had sent him to Canada to look for uranium. Apparently, his superiors hoped to secretly mine what he found and smuggle it back to Fredonia. What they planned to do with it then, even Yanni didn't know, but he insisted that he never meant to hurt anyone, and that he really was the best cross-country skier in the world. Unfortunately, he'll never get a chance to prove that now. Chantal has barely been off the phone since she got back to the lodge. It seems that Yanni's shenanigans made the nightly news, not just in Canada, but in the States. And as a result, people have been booking stays right and left, much to her delight. When I told her and Ollie how Isis had helped me, they were truly amazed. Hopefully, from now on, Ollie will think twice about pulling out his rifle every time he sees a varmint. As for Isis, Guadalupe called me that very night and told me she'd found a wolf sanctuary that could take her. I could tell from the way the volunteers from the sanctuary treated her when they came to get her that she'll be in good hands at her new home. But still, it's sad that through no fault of her own, she can never run free again. They said it's possible that she might someday be released back into the wild, but not very likely. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed anyway.
Yes, so Yanni was an undercover spy the whole time trying to find uranium. Sassy detective, you are a deer detective. Yay!
When Beth suggested we head to New Orleans for a short vacation, I thought it was a great idea. The French Quarter, fantastic food, awesome music, friendly people. But all it took was one little side trip to check on a friend of Ned's, and suddenly everything got very strange. A recent death, a musty old mansion, a disturbingly odd curio shop, a garden where only secrets seemed to grow, and something as ancient as it was terrifying. Join me on my next adventure, Legend of the Crystal Skull.
A PC adventure game. Okay, so that is officially the end of this game. That's the end of Nancy Drew, White Wolf of Icicle Creek, game number 16. A very interesting game, very different. They made some changes. As I mentioned, the screen is larger, so they switched the same screen size they'd used since 1998, and now they have the larger screen, which I think they use for, gosh, the next nine games in the series. I think game number 26 is when they switch the screen size to be bigger once again. Now, this particular game cannot run in a window. My version can't. I'm told some people say they have a version of the game which you can run in a window instead of just full screen. But me, it's always full screen the entire time. So that's another big change to the interface is, hey, guess what? Now it can run in a window. Yeah. And obvious changes. Inventory moved here, task list and journal moved down here. So yeah, so now you just click on this and you get a little tiny inventory window on the upper left, as opposed to previously where you had this big inventory window which took up most of the screen. Oh, Ned was in this game. I probably should have called him, but I did not. Do 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 do. And then just the special thanks. Would be interesting what all these people did in order to merit a special thanks. Because I know some names you see appear over and over in the special thanks, and then some names don't. Some only appear like once or twice and then disappear. Wolf Haven International. They probably gave us. They probably gave them information about wolves, and this game came out 2007. Okay. Yeah, poor Ned. I could have called him, but I did not. Also, one of the big changes: we don't start the game. We no longer start the game with that picture of books. The books inside Nancy's thingy. Okay, so that's officially the end of the game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Nancy Drew, White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Stay inside, stay warm, everybody. Don't go outside. Don't get eaten by wolves. Don't freeze to death like Nancy did in this game.